Couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover.
Oh, wow.
Action. You dig?
Oh, we are eliminated. So, I see you favor the 45. Tonight I do. And I keep one in the chamber in case you're pondering. You might miss. With this, at this range? With this caliber? Even if I miss, I can't miss. Name that show.
No.
Ozark.
Boo this man. Are you about to hit it back? Go ahead.
Boo this man!
Yeah, you probably gonna have to hold that bitch.
Hey, you should just hold your mic like this the whole time, Nikki. Like you about to spit something.
That shit fire, cuz.
Yo.
What's popping?
Welcome everybody to the Hangover Podcast. I am your host Trey, aka Walter White, aka I've had enough of this week and I'm ready to die. Yeah, take it there. Sitting across from me as always is Takeoff Music's very own Mr. TRTL. Sitting all the way to my left, we have the aggravation, the traitor, the man who left our home for another,
The mistreated.
the man who talked more on another podcast than he does on his own,
Allegedly.
the man who does not know how to close a case of Oreos,
Fuck them Oreos. You should have ate them.
Mr. Average Show. That looks so elegant.
You know?
All right, so sitting to my left, the beautiful, the baby mama, the illustrious Miss Nikki P.
Hello, hello.
Everybody doing good?
The mic stand, yes.
The mic stand. we let one podcast borrow our equipment, and now they're losing shit.
Talk shit about them.
You know what? Toxicity. Get your own. But yeah. So
Scott, stop moving your fucking leg.
I feel that.
all right. Seemed extra, but here we are. So today I am drinking peach Ciroc with the bottle filled with Peachios. Shit is beautiful and delicious.
It's delicious. It's delicious.
And then we also have some Evan Williams on the table and some shit that I picked up for Joe, but apparently he doesn't need. So
I'll take it with me.
you know.
I will, though.
All right. So with that being said, we got top fans.
Oh my
top
God.
Fans.
Yo, somebody take that bottle away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink that whole motherfucker.
Ain't that shit delicious?
That
though?
shit is fucking delicious.
Nah, you gotta get him back for the white Henny, son.
Oh, I'm about to tear his ass up.
Drink all that shit.
Nah, he let me hit the $70 bottle last week.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. I'll take that.
All right, so we're short some top fans this week. So for 1 year, we have Mr. Jason Diffran, Mr. Larry Frederick, and Mr. Devin Whitmore.
Yeah. Motherfucking guys. Boy, what are you looking at?
Archie.
Oh.
I need to be sitting there just knocking on the fucking gate.
I swear. he will wait in this room until we start, and then he's like, okay, it's my time to go.
Gotta
To
leave.
hit the old dusty trail.
Trying to get some FaceTime on the camera. I'm just passing through.
So then for 7 months, we have Mr. Swamp Thing Nicholson himself.
Hey, oh
My guy. That's my guy.
Stay out of my mind.
And then for 2 months, we have Mr. DJ Obi-Wan. The degenerates themselves.
Yes, sir.
And then for 3 weeks, we have Mr. Jonathan Gaspar.
Jenkins.
Jenkins. All right. So we'll start here. How's everybody's
Weekend?
week? Yeah.
Weekend was
Tiring.
fucking quiet and peaceful.
Weekend?
Yeah, fucking D-Ro wasn't at the house. The dogs wasn't at the house. Joe was barely at the house. It was fucking beautiful. Walked around naked most of the time until I heard car radios, and I was like, "Oh, gotta put some pants on."
Nicole had to leave the state yesterday.
Oh yeah,
She
for
was
some
gone.
work.
She was gone for the majority of the day for a funeral, unfortunately. Do we give her a shout out?
Of course.
Go for it.
It's technically my cousin's on my like on her dad's side, but even still, it was her Gigi, our Gigi. She died on her 92nd birthday, and she was the queen of Gigi. She was really an amazing person. She didn't let old age ever tear her down or turn her into a nasty person. She was just all around just a sweet angel.
Shout out to Gigi, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so I decided to take it upon myself to just, laze the fuck out the whole time she was gone. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay on the couch and watch a fucking bar rescue. Oh. Bro, that show is crack, son. Like,
You took Grayson with you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she was gone.
He told me, he was
gone.
like, so are you taking the baby? And I was like, yeah. He goes, fuck yeah. And he started doing a little dance. I'm like, Scott, I mean, I get it, but like maybe not dance that I'm having to leave for a funeral.
died, Scott. and I'm like, you're taking it the wrong way. I'm not dancing because somebody died. I'm dancing because you're leaving with the child to get the house to my fucking self.
Damn, if I would have known that, I would have called you to go out with me.
Nope. No, she was back by like, what, 5?
Yeah.
30?
Yeah.
So,
You know what we can
I'm about
do
to say
in
it's
an hour?
Mississippi.
with
It was
what?
only an
You
hour.
know what we can do in an hour?
What, she was gone for longer than an hour.
Exactly.
Y'all could have went day drinking.
Yep. Could have went to River Shack.
I
Could have we got
know.
brunch,
Scott was
you know?
busy doing
Nah,
housework,
brunch is
okay,
today.
y'all?
Say what? Huh?
Oh, I was talking about at River Shack.
Oh. The fact you know that.
Brunch and mimosas, nigga, it'd be lit.
I tell you what, bro. Bar Rescue is probably one of the weirdest shows I've ever watched. It's one of them shows.
My mom loves that fucking show.
It's one of
It's
them shows you
amazing.
sit there and you fucking watch it and you're watching these people and you're just like, y'all are stupid. Like you've never ran a bar a day in your life and you don't do it like that. Scientifically,
Swear to
if
God.
you serve food, people stay 52 more minutes.
Swear to God, that show got Margot convinced she can own a bar.
It got me convinced I can own
It's got
a
her
bar.
convinced. Nah, I don't doubt her.
Don't
She's
do
got
what
a
they
very
do.
savvy business mom.
Yes.
My mom is a very, very entrepreneurial person.
Yes.
But, like, just after, 2 seasons, she was sold. She was like, I can do this shit. These niggas stupid.
And then you're sitting there watching it, and it's these people where they're just like, yeah, when we first opened our doors, we were bringing in $500,000 a week, and now I'm losing $2 million a month in sales. And you're like, what the fuck happened, bro?
Facts.
And then this one guy comes in, and he's just sitting there looking at him going, all right, so here's what we're going to do. The community around here, they have a median average income of $25,000 a year. It's not okay, so we're going to have to do budget. We're going to have to make budget drinks for the whole community to be able to drink. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little lime, squirt it around the glass, pour in some vodka, some orange juice. There you go. Boom. Special edition screwdriver. And everybody's sitting there going, oh my God, it's fucking delicious. And it's like, of course it's delicious to you because you've been over-pouring drinks for the past 15 fucking years.
3 shots of vodka in each fucking screwdriver.
Yeah. My favorite ones... I'm sorry, I'm going to let you go. But my favorite one, recently, she fell asleep, so I don't think you got to watch the whole thing. But I got to see 2 episodes where John Taffer went, no, I'm leaving. I'm not saving your bar. And then fucking left. I've never seen him do that before. And then the fucking credits start rolling. And you're like,
Wow.
that's it?
It's like, oh, this nigga was serious.
It was 15 minutes?
It was a whole episode.
Uh-huh.
The first one that I watched, the bar was in a trailer. And it was called... The O-Face.
Oh, yeah.
We all know what the O-Face is, guys. But you don't.
Do y'all?
The O-Face is the face that women make when they
They're
go.
orgasm.
Their orgasm face.
In a trailer bar.
In a
bro.
trailer bar.
That's
where
not the O-Face, That is the Ozark.
But it was in a trailer called the O-Face where the owner sat at the end of the bar with a bell and she would ding it when she wanted a drink from one of her bartenders.
I'd take that bell and shove it down her fucking throat.
Uh-huh. And then while John, because he always pulls up and he's like, yeah, so I put some secret cameras in the bar. And we're going to watch these guys. Meanwhile, it's literally, you can see on TV that it is a camera following people.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, that's not secret, John. I don't care how you cut it. And he followed, so a fight broke out between one of the bartenders and the manager. The manager started a fight, made the bartender go outside and then beat the shit out of her in the parking lot. John runs up, separates him, and goes, I'll be back tomorrow! Fire her! That's not how a manager acts! So they all go inside, and they literally look at each other and go, all right, well, John said if we don't fire the manager, he's not coming back tomorrow, so clearly we have to fire the bartender. Get the fuck out. Get your shit and get the fuck out. What? John shows up the next day and he's just like, so I looked you in your faces and I said, if you bring her back tomorrow, I'm not staying here. And your bright idea was, let's fire the other girl who didn't do anything wrong and keep the... All right, so I'm leaving, guys. Bye. And then he went out and sat in the car and watched them on the TV. So then they eventually fired the manager. He brought the other bartender back in. Mm-hmm. And then they said, all right, we're going to do a day of training. So they all went in the office and started talking. The guy that was there to train him bartending walked back there and was like, hey, guys, how about we fucking go out there and make some drinks, huh? And they were like, oh, yeah. They were like, yeah, we're supposed to start at 8 a.m. It's 2 o'clock. How about we go out there and actually get some fucking training done?
Right.
They walk out in there. John's like, all right, everybody sit down. We're going to have a discussion. Look, I am this close to fucking leaving.
Right.
We're doing nothing that we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
How about we have a day of training, and then we'll get this shit together. I'll be right back. He walks out. They all walk back into the office and start arguing with each other about who's fucking this opportunity up for the other one. Now the bartender, the master bartender, and John Taffer are sitting in the front going... And then when they finally do it, like finally John freaks the fuck out, goes back down, goes, I'm sick of this! I'm leaving! And then he leaves. And then they're like, all right, well, I guess we're fucked. And then the credits roll.
So you just go around and put cameras in people's establishments?
Apparently.
Bro.
Yeah.
He is illegally doing shit on TV and getting his shit off. That's the only thing I kept thinking about while you're talking. I'm just like, he had cameras in them people's place.
Well, apparently
secret cameras too, you know.
Well, what ended up,
something deep down tells me they are not.
They're not secret. There's no way.
You can't legally.
I think
I
he
feel
puts
like
the cameras up in there and then leaves them alone for like a week, and then eventually, like that, the first couple of days, they're like, "Look, guys, 4-second pour. That's 1 ounce."
I feel like they might take the
it goes downhill.
the fake reality show approach, like they do, like the
yeah.
Oh, we're about to put you on this show about local bars in your area.
Oh, could be,
and they put the cameras in there.
But they reach out to John Taffer for help.
Right, but they don't always tell him until they get accepted, until he gets
Could be.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Could
Type
be.
shit.
But then also there was the other one. I'm not going to break that one down because that one was a fucking nightmare. It was a punk rock bar. The guy was, in his soul, a punk rock aficionado.
Is that the vampire one?
No, that one ended up being okay. Yeah. No, this guy, they
had the CBGB. That was the biggest. That like put on a lot of fucking people in the world, and it was a punk rock bar, like the Ramones, like a lot of famous punk rock bands.
Apparently,
so it's a thing.
Apparently, punk rock bars are not sustainable to an extent.
Well,
I guess maybe not in that area.
Right.
Whatever the case
not
may be.
anymore. I mean, CBGB's been closed for
he
time.
came in and he told the owner,
Well,
he was just like, punk rock bars will not last.
Right.
He's like, you have to have variety. Can't just be screaming music all day, every day. It might work here in New Orleans because there's people that will come to, but as just a bar in like whatever fucking city it was, he's like, it will not work.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
And the guy was like, well, I think you're wrong. And he's like, really? Well, guess who I brought with me? I brought the lead bass guitarist for the band, The Vandals. Hey, how do you feel? And he stood up and he went, look, dude. He's like, and like even the owner was like, oh shit, you're the fucking bassist for the Vandals. And he was like, yeah. So
your bar shit.
He's like, I love punk. Obviously, it's in my soul. He's like, but even when I'm going to a bar, I don't want to just hear punk rock. The owner looked at this man and said, yeah, well, that's because you're old. And you sold out, and you're wearing a grandpa sweater. Yeah, and John Taffer was like, bet.
How you gonna tell that man he sold out? What the boy? Fuck you.
The dude finally.
Bitch, I'm old.
The dude finally let his true intentions. Like he was like, yeah, our bar needs a kitchen. He's like, so hopefully John will help us get a kitchen, but we're not changing the punk rock scene.
Right.
And finally, by the end of it, John looked at him and was like, all right, so it's going to have to change. I'm sorry. He's like, this is the bottom line. If you want me to stay, I will not have my name attached to a punk rock bar. It's going to have to change, or you're going to shut down. And the guy was like, well, I'm not selling out. I'm keeping the punk rock the bar, and if you have a problem with it, get on a fucking plane and go back to fucking California. And John went,
okay,
see ya. Left every bartender sitting outside. Some of them quit on the spot. They were like, all right, we're done. They're like, this is going downhill, and literally nothing has changed, and you ruined this perfect opportunity for us. We're out. And then he stood there and was just like, man, you know what? Maybe I am stupid. Roll credits. That was it.
Wow. So basically, every bar should have a kitchen.
Yes. Apparently, it's scientifically proven that if you own a bar and you also serve food, good food, customers on average will stay an extra 52 minutes. Is the fucking statistic I keep hearing going around.
I mean, think about the bars around here. Whenever we go to them, we end up leaving sometimes and going to Vinny's.
Yeah.
They have food.
They have food.
Yeah.
I don't go to Vinny's because it's a nice bar and it's good music. It's a great vibe. Like,
I
go for the
especially
fucking
don't go
burger.
because
For real.
they no longer have Blue Moon.
They no longer have Blue Moon on tap.
So that's bullshit.
That was a deal breaker.
I've never like looked at my night and been like, yo, I'm gonna go start it off at Vinny's.
Fuck no. What am I doing?
So that
We
also could
always
be a
ended
heel. Like, you gotta have the right vibe for your bar too. You can't just be out there like, oh, I got some food, so my bar's gonna
Right.
pop. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna
No.
pop for certain people if you got, certain
Well,
things.
like that's what like bar
to be
rescue-
like a big bar and a popping food spot, you gotta have it all around.
Well, that's why I think
Yeah.
Bar Rescue is so funny because like they show, did y'all ever see the Pirates one?
No.
The Pirates episode is one of my favorites. I think it's like the first episode of season 3, and it's literally a pirate themed bar. Everybody in there acts like pirates.
I'm sold.
The whole you would be.
I'm sold.
You would be. But the food was horrible and the drinks were terrible.
And
So the
everybody
only-
walked around with little ugly parrots on their shoulder.
And they had one guy. His name was One-Eyed Mike. He had one eye. He even said he's the only man you'll probably meet in the last 200 years that actually lost an eye in a sword duel. Wow. And by the end of it, now granted, I thought the name was stupid, but apparently their location was like in a radius of like hundreds and thousands of corporate people that had stupid expendable income.
Right.
And he was like, so we need to cater to your demographic. He was
Right.
like, so we're going to open it. The name of the bar ended up being like Corporate Bar and Grill. And I was like, that's a horrible fucking name. But the bar itself was awesome. And then it even says at the very end of it, like the woman that owns the bar, she's just like, I don't know. And John's looking at her like, honey, you're living in the basement of your parents' house with your husband and daughter because you can't afford to live
Shit.
anywhere else because your bar is losing this much money a month. Trust me on this.
Right.
I will get you out of your parents' basement. Everybody loved the bar, and then, when it's over, they tell you 6 weeks later. 6 weeks later, they changed it completely back to the Pirates Tavern. She's still living in her parents' basement. And then I went and recently Googled it, and they've completely shut down. Like, it's over.
Stupid.
You fucking idiots.
I'm not understanding, yo. Like,
That's what I told her. I said, I don't know how every episode doesn't go like this. John Taffer shows up and goes, your bar sucks. And you go, yeah, I know.
Please
What,
help me.
what do I need to do?
Right.
And then,
Tell me
and then he
exactly.
goes, all right, so what we're going to do is the name of your bar is what? The Hangover? All right, we're going to change the name of your bar to the Poo Poo Platter. And because it goes around to everybody that's in your demographic. You have this much people going on it.
You've got a really
By
shitty
by
demographic,
this
so we're
point-
going to name it a shitty bar.
By the name of this, by this point in the episode, I'm looking John in his face going, look, dude, do you need to fill time for these cameras? Because I'm already on board. I'm
Fucking flip this bitch.
$750,000 in debt. I have enough money to pay my employees and then go home and not starve to death. I need something. Me.
fucking noodles every fucking day.
Oh, well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to run a stress test. We don't need to run a stress test. I already believe in you. But anyway, so what happened this week, guys?
Wait, I wanted to say my thing.
I'm about to say, yeah, I was getting to the part where you were going to let Nikki finish.
But we were talking about the fact that, so the show, every time they come up with new cocktails, and, some of the cocktails look so good. And so we were like, oh, I wonder if there's, a website or something you can go on and see all the cocktails.
Right.
Somehow, for some reason, there's not. You would think for that show, with the amount of cocktails they come out with, there would be, some website where it has all of the cocktails.
Well, I think it's
ready
because
to go.
it's meant to be an allure for that bar.
I guess so.
You
but
know what I'm
it's very
saying?
disappointing.
Especially when they come up with the special drinks.
Yes.
You know? So I'm pretty sure it's more of they I wouldn't say copyrighted to that bar,
Yeah,
but
I
they
guess
try to
so.
keep it more their recipe.
What got me was
makes sense.
I think the episode we watched yesterday. It was the girl walks. He had his president and his vice president of his company go into a bar to go do recon work.
Right.
They sat down at the bar and the girl walked up and he was like, "Y'all got a cocktail menu?" And he's of course no. And he was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, finally, after ordering 3 drinks, all of them were terrible. He's like, what do you know how to make? What are you good at? And she went, honey, this is a beer and shot type of bar. What do you want?
Right.
And he went, not a beer or a shot. He's like, I'm fucking drowning here. Like, can you help me out? And finally he was like, all right, can we do like a Manhattan? And she was like, I don't know if I know how to make that one. He's like, sweetheart, it's 3 fucking ingredients. And then the owner left to go sit in the car to talk to John, and he was like, look, let me show you what's going on in your bar. As soon as he walked out the door, all the bartenders looked at each other and went, all right, he's gone. Bring in the cross. And everyone was like, the what? And some dude drags in a cross and a bunch of whips and chains, and apparently they had a fetish night every night that he left.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's fire.
That's fucking wow. That's interesting.
So, Tom Brady retired, everybody.
Not official.
Hey-oh. Yeah, it's not official yet.
And why y'all so excited? Y'all can kiss my ass.
Because I'm ready to see what happens in the fucking offseason. I feel like the Buccaneers are going to crumble.
I mean,
look at his face.
Mike Evans gonna fucking
look
leave.
at his face. He gonna
No.
go.
I don't give a shit about the Bucks.
See, and it's crazy because we lost our fucking head coach.
we'll get to that.
Sean Payton retired while we speaking retirement.
Yeah. We'll get to it.
But that's what I'm interested to see because there's so many big changes happening just in our division.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Aaron Rodgers is ready to leave Green Bay. Somebody gonna need
He's
a quarterback.
3 years old.
Somebody gonna need a quarterback. Buccaneers.
37.
I'm just saying.
He's what?
Aaron Rodgers.
He's 37.
He's
yeah.
37?
Yeah, he's 37.
He looks like he's in his 50s.
No. Yeah.
He just walks around with
So
a
do
I
you,
don't give
but
a
we don't
fuck
tell you
attitude in his face.
So, I mean, obviously Tom Brady is the greatest to ever do it.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this is definitely like the end of an era. Like,
Stop looking at me, bro. Yes, I am upset like a motherfucker.
like with Breeze leaving. I mean, I obviously I don't know what's going on in the rest of the fucking NFL, but like with Breeze leaving, and then now Peyton's leaving, and then Tom Brady's leaving. It's like, man, this really feels like back in the '90s when like the Attitude Era was officially over.
It feels like
Yeah.
the end of the Avengers. Wow, they're changing up all the people.
I mean, on some shit, Big Ben retired. Ben Roethlisberger.
Yep. Ben hung it
He
up.
retired.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's all
man.
up to the young boys now.
Oh man,
It's definitely.
It's going to be some crazy fucking changes in the offseason, man. I'm expecting some wild trades for some receivers because they not going to have QBs.
Fuck
I'm
no.
expecting some wild trades for some running backs because they not going to have QBs.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
we can say like there's like Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is still here.
Yeah.
Cats like that.
is
right.
Burrow still as good as he was?
He's playing.
He
right,
in the
he's
playoffs
playing
right now.
now in the
He's not
champion
doing too hot,
in the
but-
AFC. He came back. He
came back?
21-21. Yep.
Let's go, Burrow. LSU. LSU.
The LSU Bengals.
I was going to come in here with my LSU hat and say I got a Bengals hat on.
So,
But yeah, I'm not like bothered right now. I was like, it's like probably like more denial. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah, on some shit.
if and when Tom Brady comes out and says with his own mouth that he's retiring, yes, I'm gonna cry in the fucking corner. Yes.
Baby back, bitch.
should have did shots?
Bitch. Get up.
I don't think there's
Baby
enough
back,
in there for
bitch.
us to just keep doing
Baby
shots.
back,
I got
bitch.
fucking sad when Peyton Manning retired.
You got sad with Sean Payton retired too.
Sure.
That's actually something else I wanted to bring up.
Like respectfully, like when he was doing like the conference or whatever like that, when he was doing it, like I can see the emotion in his face.
Oh, yeah.
Of retiring.
Sean Payton.
Sean
Payton,
Payton,
yeah,
yeah.
I can see the emotion. Like I watched the whole thing and I'm just like, yo, this is like
Sad.
like that. He's a respectable man. Like he
Yeah, absolutely.
gave the city damn near everything he had.
Yeah, absolutely.
16 years, bro. Brought him a
And-
championship and everything.
And
Did y'all watch the home team?
Not yet.
Oh,
How
man,
was it?
you gotta
Was it
watch
good?
home team. It was actually like a good little movie. It
was good?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
of course, Kevin James looks nothing like fucking Sean Payton.
I didn't know it came
And
out.
acted just like how you would expect Sean Payton to act. And Sean Payton made an appearance at the end of the movie.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did he
had
do
a
the
little
gritty?
cameo in there. No, he did not do the gritty. I think it was a janitor. And he told him, he was like, hey, Sean, we'd be nothing without you. And then walks out. I was like, you son of a bitch. You said, don't you do that. Not on TV.
Nah, so Joe, you had a pretty good argument the other day on Facebook, and I definitely wanted to bring that up real quick. So you mentioned, you want to tell it?
Oh, about
The Sean Payton debacle in New Orleans? Because
Oh,
it felt spot on what you said.
yeah, about how like everybody's like sad and saying like Sean Payton did this, he did that. You know what I'm saying? like they said, that he's retiring and stuff like that. But I honestly believe he's going to take a year off or probably more. But when he comes back, I feel like he's going to coach the Cowboys.
I feel like he's going to stay away from the NFL till his son's out of college or ready for the NFL.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to tell Jerry Jones.
Especially after watching Home Team.
But my thing
That
is,
nigga took his son from off of defense and put him on offense and made him the coldest wide receiver in the fucking Dallas Little League area.
But my thing about what you said was it went on a little more than that. You said like how people are gonna act.
Oh
when he
yeah.
comes
Yeah.
back.
There's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can all agree. Like, even if you're not a football fan, you probably still hate the fucking Cowboys.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I don't get it. But it's so easy to hate the Cowboys that I do it sometimes too, you know? But yeah, like, you go to the Cowboys, and if Sean Payton goes to the Cowboys and coach them, I'm really curious to see.
How the New Orleans people act.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. New Orleans going to lose their mind and Dallas going to win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Especially if Dak's still at the helm.
Wow.
If they still got the talent they have now,
Yep.
and Sean Payton gets that team, it's over.
Yep. They're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Because that's all they've been missing is a solid coach.
What's the guy from LSU that went out of state?
Coach O?
No, not the coach. The
Oh, the quarterback?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
That's who we're talking about. He playing in the playoffs right now. Bengals.
Where did he? Okay, so can you imagine if he would have gotten drafted to
The Saints?
the Dirty Birds?
Oh, Atlanta. Oh, they would have lost their fucking mind. They wouldn't have supported him.
Yeah, like,
wasn't
that's the
supported.
thing.
You see what I'm saying?
Or Dallas.
No, that's the
Or
thing
Dallas.
when it comes
Yeah.
to New Orleans fans. A lot of them it's like
He might have had a chance. Might have just because of the split down here. I noticed it. If he would have went to like Dallas or the 49ers, because there is a lot of Dallas and 49ers
Yeah,
fans
the
down
ones
here.
closer to Texas.
Big
Right,
dog.
exactly. So they they tend to, he'd have probably had a little more chance because they still fuck with LSU as a college team because we only have Tulane besides them, and only Phil is the fucking.
I fuck
only fan of
with
Tulane.
Tulane.
yeah, because
yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the Sean Payton slander if he comes
nah.
back to coach
I am.
Dallas.
I am, and I'm
Nah,
gonna hop
I'm
on
not.
there. I'm gonna hop on there and defend him
Yep, facts.
Me
Facts.
too.
respectfully.
Facts.
I probably would too.
Facts,
Just
absolutely.
because I feel like you can't. Oh my god, I hate when people do that shit. It's like I'm waiting for Drew Brees to be fucking like commentating on a game and like compliment Atlanta, and then everybody be Brees a fucking sellout, you stupid fuck.
Right.
Fucking fucking stupid.
He
ass.
was out there talking about Tom Brady and the Bucks when they was in the playoffs.
That reminds me of
That's another thing I can't say. I'm ready for Brady to fucking announce his retirement for sure, because he going out on an L just like Breeze, bitch. You don't get to go out on top, motherfucker.
Look at him. So what would you rather? Your Niners win this year or Brady have taken another ring?
What are we talking about?
The Super Bowl.
That nigga said, "What are we talking about?"
You would have rather Brady win?
No.
Oh, okay. Nobody fucking said anything, so I'm just like,
I
how
think-
much do you love Brady?
I think I made this clear multiple times. Like, I will root for Brady no matter who he's playing besides the Niners.
Oh, okay.
When he plays the Niners, no, kiss my ass, Brady. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying?
Respectfully, suck my dick.
Facts. But yeah, man, I mean, if the Niners was losing, Brady was still in it, like, go.
Okay. All right.
That's how I feel about it. Like with Burrows, like in our little pay league or whatever, I got the Chiefs and the Rams, but I'm still rooting for the Bengals. Like I would like to see Joe Burrows go to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Especially his second year in the NFL after coming back from an injury. That's a good look for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if he does decide he don't want to ride out with the Bengals, he got a good, you know what I'm saying, weight on his back.
Right.
But if he make it there, he probably going to stay with the Bengals. This is his hometown, you know what I'm saying? First time they taking him to the Super Bowl fucking ever. So,
All I'm saying is if you go play for the Saints, you got a home forever. Them boys will love you.
oh yeah, facts.
Bruh,
You come here
Joe
and
Burrow
you do
will
well.
have bitches waiting at the airport to
Bruh.
get pregnant by
If you
him.
come here and you do well,
No bullshit. Don't jump down my throat when I say this. If Joe Burrow was to come to the Saints, his fan base would be bigger than Drew Brees.
Absolutely, because it was already bigger than Drew Brees just
think
from the
about it.
LSU season.
LSU went undefeated and won a national championship. You come to the Saints, they already love you here. You turn Saints fans into Bengals fans.
Yep. You turn people that wasn't in the LSU fans into your fans.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know because I feel like you always have to do the two railroad tracks.
Is he single?
Yep.
3 years ago.
From my knowledge.
3 years ago, if Drew Brees was laying on a railroad track and Joe Burrow was laying on another railroad track, who would the city save?
Drew Brees.
Easily.
Yeah, because Joe Burrow wasn't starting at that time.
That's the only. That's the only thing is I feel like the love that they like Drew Brees is a god here.
I don't know.
I think if Burrow came down here, he'd be a king, and people would part ways when he walked by. But Brees has literally he's almost like a spiritual thing. Like I've met Brees very briefly in person, so I know he's real. I touched him. Right. You know what I mean? Other people look at him as like this figment. Like I've only ever seen him on TV, and now he's gone. And I was like, no, he just lives right there at the Four Seasons, like right there off of Canal Street. And people are just like, no, but he's so mysterious.
It's like, bro, chill out. You're taller than him. Look, it's not that big of a deal.
Like 100 years from now, New Orleans, say 100 years from now, like the whole world's gone, extinction. The tides pull back.
Extinction.
Earth is inhabitable again, and now our great grandchildren are able to come back. So they come back and they start looking around the city like, oh man, this.
Nigga, you been watching 100?
So no, this used to be.
No, he hasn't. No,
so
not
this,
at all.
This used to be where our family lived, and then they walk by and they go, "What are those hieroglyphs on those little green things that are buzzing in the middle of the neutral ground?" That's Drew Brees. He was a god in this city once.
He gonna start worshiping this.
Somebody's gonna find a book and they're gonna try to interpret it, and it's gonna be like, oh, so wait, so back in 2010, apparently there was like a war in the city,
and he saved it.
And he saved them as the field general. And he brought the city of New Orleans back to life. And like people will start worried, like you'll see people.
The Bible's
gold guy.
when they start what they call it, talking in tongue or some shit like that. Yeah. It's gonna be like football plays. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, "Why shall lacrosse fake 40?"
Blue 42.
And then
Omaha.
And then apparently, wait, what does this mean? Apparently, Drew Brees' angel, Reggie Bush, he ran a punt back for a touchdown. What does that mean? Oh, well, clearly he's the angel that swept across the field of battle. Slayed the demons.
Their armor going to be the Packers.
Every war is going to be fought by a point system.
Like I said, imagine like 200, 300 years from now when people are looking back on like today's day and age for whatever reason. How do you think they're going to talk about Beyonce?
For whatever reason.
How do you think they're going to talk about Beyonce?
Like they do Aretha Franklin?
They're going to talk about her like she's a fucking god.
Yeah.
The way that they talk about Beyonce today.
Right.
Imagine 300 years from now, people looking back and reading the shit that we wrote about. And the people are going to be like, who was Beyonce? Same thing if like they come back to the city of New Orleans and it was like, oh, they all worship. Maybe that's what it was back in Greek.
I don't know.
Greek mythology.
How many singers do you know from 300 years ago?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They didn't have music 300 years ago.
The fuck they did?
They had doom ticka doom ticka doom.
Nigga, that's the 80s.
They had the war drums. You know they moved. They what Jon Snow goofy ass said. It's
they had music.
You moved to the
and they had famous singers, but we don't hear about them. You know
Did they have famous singers?
Yeah, like niggas that played the lute.
That was Biggie Smalls, nigga. Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
I'm a bad man. Anyway, so yeah, that's just like I think if Joe Burrow came down here and dominated, yes,
he wouldn't have to. He wouldn't have to.
He would have to dominate.
When it gets announced, the season's gonna go fucking crazy, bro. All you're gonna see is, and he wears number 9.
I could say if Joe Burrows came down here fresh,
yes,
he would have to dominate.
Yes.
Because they seen what he did, but everybody that's a football fan ain't no dummy.
Yeah.
They know college and NFL,
and
right.
Two different
totally
things.
That's what
demons.
NFL's way faster.
And that's why he broke his fucking leg last year. Well, mainly because they didn't have an old line.
Right.
2, because he didn't know how to move in that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now he's adapted to it. He's got his ass fucked up this year, but he ain't break no legs yet. Knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? But still, like it's fucking boy. Batman fun ass cool. Fuck.
So I hope I don't get to be the one that like picks out his tombstone.
The fact
Batman font all over that shit.
Have you been thinking about that, or it just came to you?
Just let me outlive Turtle enough that I can pull Margo to the side like, hey, look.
I know what font he
I
wants.
know how to make this the way he would love it. And I walk by every time I visit everybody else at the cemetery. I'm gonna walk by and just knock on your shit like, I hope you like it. I got it made just for you. The guys, hey,
It's gonna have a middle finger engraved at the top.
the guys that make the tombstones told me it cost another $2,500. I pulled that out of my own fucking pocket. I took out a loan.
They go, you know how you go and put flowers on the grave and shit? He gonna come put like a bat ring on your shit.
I'm gonna put a copy of the 1997 Batman and Robin VHS tape.
That is
Look, this is where the font came from, totes. In case you missed it. Oh shit!
you got outlive Treezy, though.
I'm gonna fuck his shit up.
So that's it's gonna use Ninja Turtle font. I'm gonna be in there like, good, I like it. No, but I do think that's one thing
Barbie font.
No, and you know it yourself. Like the way that you're talking about Joe Burrow is confusing to me because we've seen it with Breeze. Breeze is a god to the city of New Orleans.
Absolutely.
Them couple of years he didn't do so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
People already throw him out on the fucking road.
Yeah.
He's talking this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like
As he still walked them to the playoffs.
Yep. Twice.
every fucking year.
I saw what they were talking about, but I'm like, bro, it's the same thing with Jimmy Garoppolo for the Niners right now. Like, he's not doing the greatest right now, but we're in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, man.
Can't remember the dude's name. I just remember he used to be the kicker, the field goal
Hartley?
kicker for no. Oh, God, I remember who Hartley is. He was one of the white hopes for New Orleans. No, he was one of the kickers. He didn't last long. He had a stupid last name. I can't remember.
You talking about the guy that missed the extra point to send the Saints to the playoffs?
Yep.
John Carney.
No, it wasn't Carney.
It was Carney.
No, it was late. No, then it must have been something different. I'm thinking. Of. But this was no, because Hartley came after Carney.
Yeah.
This guy was after Hartley.
Oh.
Yeah, and he did not last long. Maybe a year. But what I do remember is I remember this man busted his fucking ass for the team. Missed the field goal. We lost the game.
He fired.
Next thing you know, it's viral on Facebook. This boy couldn't even kick the chair from underneath him to kill himself. It was just shit like that.
Bruh,
So it's like, dude, New Orleans fan, like, you go to fucking Philly, I don't give a fuck if they win, lose, or draw. You say something bad about their team, they're going to rip your fucking esophagus out through your asshole.
but they dog their own team though,
Right.
which is crazy. Philly are horrible fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I feel like New Orleans, they forget very quickly.
Who that's?
Yeah.
Oh my
Especially
god, yeah.
bandwagon who that's.
That okay, thank you.
Niggas who been fucking rocking since the paper bag face, you know what I'm saying? That's the ones, that's the real Saints fans.
Hit it for him one time.
Yeah, straight up,
Absolutely.
because they know what it's like to lose.
Facts.
I remember the
Facts.
Aaron Brooks era.
My,
You know
my
what I'm saying?
dad, my dad was one of them fans. Every fucking Sunday, dog, I used to watch my dad throw fits. This nigga punched holes in the walls and shit watching the Saints. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't never switch up. He ain't never trade out. I feel like why I'm such a Saints fan. It's just because even through all of that shit, my dad still remained loyal. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, guess I gotta be loyal to the soil. You know what I'm saying?
How many,
Your hope only grows. It's still like if you deal with the losing, you know what I'm saying. Like I've dealt with the 2-14 seasons.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Why you choked up a little bit when you said it?
'Cause this shit
Dealt
was-
with the 2-14.
that shit was hard, nigga.
I bet.
Like you might just say it's fucking football, but I live for that shit sometimes. You know
Like
what I mean?
how many of y'all grew up? Put the camera on me. real quick.
No.
How many of y'all grew up? How many of y'all grew up playing basketball, playing football, whatever it was on a like the neighborhood, and then out of nowhere, somebody being stupid would always just be like, "All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Brooks."
I never called him by his name. I just called him Michael Vick cousin. That's how I refer to him.
I think it was like, damn, boy, you got
And it
left out the
wasn't
wrong
Casey?
bloodline.
Let me see. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna look for it.
No. Put the
But yeah,
camera on me.
like if you like you say, if you was there during the paper bag season, it's like you see that your team can still win, and you don't just automatically like when you have like 2 or 3 losing games, you don't be like, yo, he gotta
Facts.
fucking go, he gotta fucking go. Like
Facts.
nigga, like Drew Brees was 5,000 yards in his sleep. Why are you dissing this man?
Right.
My boss was
Whether it's
saying-
short, long, missed, caught, he threw them bitches.
Right. Hit 5,000 yards in a season like throwing screens, you know what I'm saying? Throwing dip and dunk passes. Like it doesn't matter how the quarterback gets the job done as long as he's getting it done.
Done. Facts.
My boss was saying, he was like, we did have the paper bag season, and then since we won the Super Bowl, suddenly the Saints fan base decided that we were a winning team, and since then they've been so judgmental on fucking everything.
Absolutely.
And it's like you were literally.
But
a
our
paper
record
bag
was
team.
also so flawless that year. It's like, how could you not? But
Yeah.
then the very next year, they broke up that team.
Yeah.
Like, that team was no more after that 1 year we won the Super Bowl.
To be fair, Darren Sharper went to jail.
It was his fault. Yeah. We'd have had a lot more interceptions that year.
Yeah, he wasn't on that list. Because, like, every list that you're pulling up, it's their best kickers. He was not.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure he lasted maybe one season. Maybe.
Probably half of that bitch. They quick to fire kickers.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, that's my thing is, like, I feel like Burrow, if Burrow came down here right now and, like, first year here, we get the playoffs, I feel like you got an argument. I feel like it would definitely be like that's when you'd start seeing all the he's better than Breeze.
I'd lose my
And
fucking
we'd be
mind.
sitting here in this microphone like, calm down.
He wouldn't be allowed to wear the number 9. If Joe Burrow come here, he got to change his number.
No, Nine's retired here.
They got to retire Breeze's number, and he can't wear the number 9.
But
that's the
yeah.
only thing. That's the only stipulation if they want Joe Burrows in New Orleans.
But then he'd
because there hasn't been a quarterback to take us to the Super Bowl ever.
He'd play one season, and Joe would look, and we wouldn't make it to the playoffs. So we'd look over here, and the two of y'all would look up and just be like, well, look, like, y'all had this going on this year. He wasn't able to get, like, in a good rhythm because things kept getting changed left and right. So he was trying to figure out who his base was, but they kept changing shit. So that's why y'all didn't make it to the playoffs. Burrow's still a beast.
Right.
He couldn't get a hand on things because shit kept fucking up around him or whatever the case may be. But all we'd see on fucking, get this bum the fuck out of New Orleans.
Facts.
Don't show your fucking face. Like,
when really you should be saying get rid of the offensive coordinator.
right.
That's the shit that you're talking about. Yeah. Like it's like when Brady had a bad season or Ben Roethlisberger had a bad season. That's because they argued with their offensive coordinators the entire fucking season.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but anyway, so rest in peace to Brady. Not rest in peace to Brady.
Oh wow.
We love you, Brady.
Who's this man?
So right now, if you had to take one play, I'm only asking y'all this because I saw it on another podcast. Right now, with Brady allegedly retiring, if y'all had, I'm sorry, I thought about Breeze for a second. If y'all had to put one person from each sport on the Mount Rushmore, who y'all putting up there?
One person from each sport. What are we considering sports? Because there's only 4 heads on Mount Rushmore.
Exactly.
And
So I
there's
mean,
a
like
lot of
the majors, the footballs, the basketballs. We'll go
Football, basketball, golf, tennis, baseball,
sure.
track.
We'll do all of those.
That's a whole.
It's
That's
okay.
6 sports.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, it's our own. It's a fictional Mount Rushmore.
Then we
so
can talk about
they're
the
not
Olympics.
taking blueprints from us to go put.
There's extreme sports.
No, that's it. We'll go with those. Those 6.
Brady, Kobe.
Well, soccer too. They got soccer too. Soccer's pretty
Ronaldo,
fucking
we're
major.
done there.
Just
Them
name
niggas
some
get
fucking
paid.
people.
Ronaldo, we're done.
Messi.
Tripping.
Who?
You bugging.
Messi, if you're saying soccer.
Okay.
Wait,
But-
go ahead. Give yours. Give yours.
Brady, Kobe, Phil Mickelson,
Who's Phil Mickelson?
golfer.
Yeah.
I thought we said golf. My bad.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Baseball. Oh,
Yeah, who cares? Continue.
Boy, fuck you.
I'm about to say
It's the highest paid sport ever.
For why?
Big Poppy, man.
Yeah, you're. I'll fuck with that.
He just got into Hall of Fame too.
Yup. Shout out my guy David Ortiz, man.
Yeah.
That's who I mimicked my batting style from.
Oh, okay. All right, who you got? Oh wait,
He
you're not
wasn't
done.
finished.
Wait, what else? What
Tennis.
else? Tennis?
Just say
Tennis-
Serena and we'll keep
tennis-
it moving.
Yeah, what else are we talking about?
tennis and track.
Track? I don't know any fucking track runners.
You saying?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Simone Biles.
that is gymnastics, sir.
Oh, sorry.
That's two totally different.
Tag
Yeah.
Woods.
What's the chick's name? That was a track runner with the nails.
Sha'Carri
Sha'Carri Richards. She can't be on there. She lost.
I don't care.
So?
Oh, okay.
She was still good.
Good. But
Go
then the
ahead.
person that beat her is better than her. What about boxing?
She had a bad day.
Who would you put as boxing?
That's Ali, no doubt.
Ali?
Yeah. It's,
On the Mount Rushmore?
anytime Mike Tyson says that fighter would beat me,
Yeah.
I don't know if he said that word for word. Like, I
No,
don't
he
know if He did, right?
Tyson said a man's got to learn to bite his tongue when it's time to bite his tongue, bow his head when it's time to bow his head. this man would destroy me.
If Tyson said it's Ali.
Yeah. How about you?
Basketball, I'm gonna have to go with Jordan. Actually, no, scratch that. It's very cliche. I'm gonna go with Larry Bird. That's my favorite basketball player.
I don't really watch basketball like talking about. I watch more football than I do basketball.
Yeah.
But the highlights that I did see, it was fun watching.
Exactly.
ball.
Yeah. You don't watch basketball, but you know fucking Larry Bird.
I know.
Yeah.
No, and it was fun to watch Larry Bird play.
Yeah, dog.
You
Like,
know what I'm saying?
nigga literally said, I'm going to play with my left hand this whole game just cause. And drop 43 and got a double-double. Like, that's insane.
Ice Cube got one of those.
This nigga shot.
He got a triple double.
So, Larry Bird, football. I was just talking about this nigga the other day. I'm going to have to go Lawrence Taylor. This nigga LT.
Respectfully.
The man that changed the game.
This nigga LT played his entire career on crack cocaine. Mount Rushmore.
And killed quarterbacks
What?
for a living.
Destroyed, nigga.
All right, so baseball.
Baseball, I'm gonna have to go with Babe Ruth. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Scratch that one.
Say. Come on.
Scratch that one. I'm gonna have to go with
43.
yes, sir.
Reggie?
Yes, sir. Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson.
That's who inspired me to play baseball as a young kid, because I didn't think there was like any great black baseball players besides Kenny Griffey Jr. And then I learned the
Hank
story. Let me
Okay,
get there.
okay.
Let me get there. Then I learned the story about Jackie Robinson, and then I learned
Classic.
about Hank Aaron,
Yeah,
and all those others. But the Jackie Robinson story, I wrote reports, all of that
Yeah,
shit.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man.
Jackie Robinson for sure.
Tennis.
Tennis. I'm going with Venus.
Sure.
I'm going with Venus just because I always felt
Didn't
like
Venus
she was
beat Serena?
exactly. She
Boom.
was always more tactical than Serena. Serena
Okay.
was a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying?
And I guess you said sprinter.
Yeah, track, Usain Bolt, golf, Tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger.
All right, so I'm gonna take the last two that he just had. Basketball, I'm gonna have to go Reggie Miller.
Hey, I fuck with that.
That nigga, he invented the getting fouled when you shoot a 3-point.
Yep. James Harden would be nowhere without Reggie Miller.
He made you foul him by kicking you.
Because obviously,
He shoot the ball and kick you and get a foul.
like Turtle said, I want to say Jordan because that's the most obvious. But
Right.
since we're gonna take that out, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up. And I'm gonna go with Reggie Miller just because when I used to play NBA ballers, I learned a trick where with him all you had to do was run outside the 3-point line, turn around, fade away, and he dunked it every time.
I hate you.
So I won so much with Reggie Miller because of him. And then I watched his ESPN 30 for 30.
Yeah, that shit was
And
hard.
that is one of my favorite ones ever.
Yeah.
Because what was it? They had like 30-something seconds left in like the last quarter.
Yep.
And people were in the parking lot like, we won! And they were like, nope. Reggie came
Larry
back
Bird.
and dominated.
Larry Bird was like, nah, we got this. We got this. This is in the bag.
Or Iverson. I put one of them just because I like
that.
I like game changers.
I like that.
For who else? we got?
Jordan, man.
For football, I'm gonna have to go Joe Montana.
I
That's
like
a
that.
good one. That's a good one.
And then let's see what else we got. Baseball, I gotta go my man Mark McGuire.
I fuck with
I like
that.
that.
Yeah, I gotta go with my man's the juice.
Barry Bonds was the juice, bitch.
Oh man,
I was actually gonna
they
try
took
to,
everything from that boy.
I was gonna try to piss Nicole off and say O.J. Simpson when we talked about football. Because like Reggie Bush,
This
was another
nigga
one.
scramble game is impeccable.
Reggie Bush. I mean, obviously, I want to say Drew Brees, but then it's like I look at somebody like Reggie Bush, and he's the only man I've ever literally like stared at the screen while he's playing, and then immediately just went, "Wait, what happened?"
No, you good.
Okay, I immediately just looked at the screen and went, "God damn it, Reggie, we get it. You're black." And then he run up and just, here we go, quick legs. Which way am I go? And I'm like, "Fuck, just go!"
Bruh,
And then he would get tackled before he got anywhere.
bruh, I am not a Saints fan, but that shit drove me through the wall. I'm like, bro, this is not college. We just
So
said
all
this.
that jumping and shit, nigga was like, yo, Reggie Bush
He
is
thought
gonna
people were
die.
trying to quick snipe him.
Reggie
Like,
Bush is going to die.
I remember we were playing the game. We were watching the game one time. Bowie got mad as fuck. It almost threw something. It was like, bruh, Reggie, you faster than Jesus. Go! So yeah, I mean that's mine.
Can we like go back for a second? Did you mean to say that?
Say what?
You said like you just go with Reggie Mother, go to the corner and turn around, fade, shoot the three, and then he'd dunk it every time.
I meant to say bucket, but I said dunk it. I thought I got away from it. I'm glad y'all caught it.
No, I'm like he's really gonna keep going after you said that, right?
I
Like
really thought I really
just let it slide.
I really meant to say he gets behind the 3-point line, you hit the button, and it's buckets. But then I said dunk it because I'm white, and then it's just all downhill from there. Yeah. So anyway, how about you, dear? Who's your?
You ain't got none? You don't want to put on for your females real quick? No. You want to be like Lisa Leslie. That's basketball.
Jimmy Graham.
That's babe, but
Who's your favorite lingerie league player?
Don't nobody know the most.
The bitch that played for Chicago.
No.
Yes.
You know the one with the titties.
She fucking no. She takes a beer and she'll chug that bitch and throw and throw. You know what I'm talking about?
exactly who the fuck you're talking about.
Jesus Christ. Yes, I watched that shit.
Only because I've seen highlights with her, and everybody tries to talk shit like, "Oh, this isn't a real sport," and she's like, "Bet." Like, dominates.
You have two of my favorite things and one. You have football and women in lingerie. Yes, I watched that shit.
I watched the Puppy Bowl.
She really did. She said the other day, Corgi's racing.
Respectfully.
Which one was your favorite corgi?
I want to put my dog in it. No lie.
Oh, so Jax.
I just feel like he has the attention span of a fucking
All
goldfish.
of them do.
They stopped the race halfway through it and just started sniffing each other.
Yeah.
They all took off running, and then they all
that
ran
shit.
off in all different ways. And then like it took like 5 minutes for one of them to finally cross the finish line, which was like 20 feet away.
It was like 20 yards. They couldn't do it.
Like you just scream at Jackson like, "You want some ice?"
Yeah, I'm about to say we're gonna bring
bucket at
we're gonna bring a recording of the sound our refrigerator makes and just watch him turn around and fucking dominate.
I just gotta like put him in a thing and then walk away and watch him watch me, so he knows where I'm at, and then he'll take off once that thing comes on.
And then have me on the other side walking towards him, mad aggressive. And go, "What is mine?"
New corgi record.
But like I'm not even gonna try and say anything because I just don't watch sports like that to be able to name people.
No, that's why I want to hear who, from somebody's perspective that does not watch sports, like they just said, when it comes to like
I'm
the
awful
NBA.
at names.
All right, so who's your favorite football player of all time?
Drew Brees.
He could be cute.
Probably say Graham.
Jimmy Graham.
Graham.
All of who's
I
love
heard it here
Jimmy Graham.
first. Jimmy Graham on the
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Sorry, my brain was stupid.
Nikki's Sports Mount Rushmore.
All right, what about your basketball?
I mean, I'm
Shaq.
just gonna say Kobe or Shaq.
I'm proud of him for not just saying Jordan.
Hey, no lie, fucking Shaq is respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like he
Not even just as a basketball player.
right, because like one time he was like
ginger ale?
he was I don't know.
No, that was for you to keep talking and then something.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, well, I actually had it. But yeah, one time he was leaving a game, and when he had Shaq shoes out and shit like that, when it was mad expensive, he heard a fan say like on the lines of like, "Fuck you, like for making those shoes so expensive." You know what I'm saying? People can't afford it. And he was like, "You know what? You're right." So with the shoe that he originally had, he cut that deal, cut it completely off, and he went to Walmart, which is his favorite place to go. He went to Walmart and he made a deal with them, and that's why he started selling Shaq shoes out of Walmart.
Yep.
Yeah, he
make 'em more
also
affordable.
holds the record for the most expensive purchase at Walmart.
Yes.
Yeah,
Damn.
$75,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Alvin Kamara and fucking what his name? What the fuck was that? Was it Cam Jordan?
I think it's Cam Jordan.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara and Cam Jordan went up in that bitch and paid for everybody's fucking
Christmas gifts,
Yeah,
huh?
It
everybody's
might
Christmas
just be
gift.
like
I was
their
waiting
own,
in line.
It might just be
That's
like their
the-
own single purchase.
Was it
Oh,
Christmas or
okay.
Thanksgiving?
That's the first time I've heard.
Might have been
anything
Black
positive
Friday.
About who?
Probably.
About Camaro.
Camaro?
Yeah,
Camara's one of the nicest people.
Not in the service industry.
Oh, really?
He gets all negative flack. He's a very big asshole in the service industry.
Really?
Camaro.
Damn.
Like he's the type to not tip.
Damn,
and just
dog.
dick. Yeah.
He's the guy that literally.
Well, if
like-
you come to my table and you on my dick the whole time, I'm not gonna tip you. I'm not gonna tip you either.
Yeah, but
You're not gonna act like I'm not Alvin Kamara and you hoes ain't jocking me. Like that is 99.9% of the women in New Orleans. I guarantee you when they see him, they're like, "Hey, Alvin." He like, "What do you want, bitch?"
especially because from what I
I'm
heard,
here with my mama, you nasty bitch.
especially 'cause from what I heard, he is in a
Put your
very,
drawers off the
very
table.
committed relationship.
Yes, exactly.
So-
Exactly. And you know motherfuckers ain't got no goddamn respect for that shit.
Ever.
They ain't been, I take you in. Nah, bitch, like, she's sitting right here. Look, she don't get up and punch you in your goddamn mouth.
Especially when the
Take this
motherfuckers got
$2 and get the fuck out of my face.
Who's the guy that did the bartender in Deadpool?
TJ Miller.
Yes, that's the most.
He's also been like caught being a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, I wasn't his server, but that's the most like popular person I remember during my serving time in the quarter.
Oh, he came in?
Yeah, he was in the courtyard. He ended up getting a stomach issue and was in the bathroom for quite some time.
He was a good dude though, huh?
He didn't seem bad.
I
No
don't
one
like
fucked with him.
foods.
He came during like the courtyard time, so like nobody was really working except the courtyard. So everyone just kind of stood around and stared at him.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
And I don't know why. That's a very ugly man.
Yeah. Well, everyone was like, "Oh, that's the who?" And it's like, "Who is that?" And it's like, "Oh, you know the bartender in Deadpool." And we're like, "Oh."
You look like an asshole that's also like giving birth to an even uglier asshole. Oh, shit. All right. So we wanted to get the sports talk out the way because Joe's going to be leaving us soon.
1 hour later.
So one of the things that, we can get the nerd shit out the way too. Actually, no. Let's get on the big topics that I've been wanting to talk about. So Jay-Z and I believe Meek Mill, if I'm not mistaken, are moving towards the idea of not being allowed to use rap lyrics in court cases anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's your thoughts
God.
about that?
It's fucking amazing.
Think so?
That's the whole reason Bobby Shmurda got locked up.
Yeah.
They took Hot Nigga and was like, he said he sold crack since he was in 6th grade. They said John caught a body. They said this nigga do this with the guns. They said this nigga do this. They say his daddy used to be this nigga. They used all of that shit in the RICO case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get off my dick.
That was the only evidence they had to go further into what their investigation was on the RICO case. That was it.
Then they like pull him in and ask like, so who's this guy? Who's this guy you speak of?
Yep.
Who's this guy you speak of?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's always they was trying to like make it out to like he already snitched, so you might as well fucking
Yeah, you already said it all in the song, so
Yeah.
just say it.
That I am against.
What?
But
How?
can we please discuss maybe stop talking about crimes you've actually committed on songs? Can we discuss that?
That's very true, but some niggas is ignorant to that shit
That
and they
doesn't
just
matter.
pop off.
Because my retort to that is, so whenever you go to court and they say, hey, we have you on wiretap, what are you going to say? Well, you can't use that against me.
No, that's not the same thing.
You're right. It's not the same thing. That's done in secret.
That's a recorded.
The rap song, you're knowingly putting your business out there.
Exactly. One I was willing to do. The other you did in secret. That's, you know what I'm saying. That's an investigation.
So, yeah.
One, I just said that shit.
So if I walk into an interrogation
Because
room, if I walk into an
It could have been
interrogation
something
room,
that's not true at all.
that's different. That's different. That's where I need to show the disconnect.
I have a point to say there.
To me, if I walk into let's say I get picked up by the detectives, and I'm sitting in an interrogation room, and they go, hey, so I think we got you on camera, and you want to tell us what happened? So I was chilling in the 7-Eleven. I decided to send Devin to heaven with my 4-5, put them all in his face. Oh, I had a mask on my face, but I was wearing red. I got the red shirt in the car. Can they now not use that against me because I rapped it?
No.
Exactly.
But still, that's a fucking. It's totally different.
How is it different?
Because
Stop admitting to crimes on music.
You're in an investigation room. Like you used a horrible example to try to retort somebody putting out a song. They didn't know that this was gonna blow up and get put out to the world.
So maybe don't use murder that you've actually done in your lyrics ever.
They don't know.
It doesn't matter.
But see, my thing,
To me, that's the same thing as going on social media and brag. These kids that go out there and brag about the crimes that they
Wait,
committed.
Exactly.
Stop.
Exactly. It's all ignorance.
They don't know
But-
what. They don't know that people are going to hear it?
They don't think about it like that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody's thinking when they go in there to make a song that, oh, this is about to go to millions of fucking people.
Maybe you should.
Bobby Shmurda was wearing a white T-shirt, some great sweatpants like this, and a New York Yankees fitted cap in a hot nigga fucking video.
That we can't
like
find.
he did not plan on that shit to go fucking viral, like or make him millions of dollars. He was just out there with his niggas making music, and that's just so happened how him and his niggas talk.
Yeah.
And there's
maybe
also
you should've talked
something
about Mitch catching a body about a week ago.
Wait.
Mitch actually caught a body.
But that's the thing. There's also something called something called the statute of limitations.
Also true, but not for murder.
He could have been talking about shit that happened 10, 11 years ago. And yes, it does count for murder because yes, it does. There's a basketball player who's come out and admitted that he killed somebody when he was 14.
So then he should be going to jail because they just picked up the Golden State Killer for murders that he did back in the 70s.
Nope.
So then, all right. So then somebody fucked up on that end because
statute of limitations, man.
No, there's no statute. Maybe
not for serial killers.
I was about to say maybe it varies state by state, but I know that
not for serial killers.
But
my
they
guy.
picked him up. It's a murder.
California is a notorious serial killer state. I'm sure they had to adjust the law to make that shit happen.
I'm sure, but I'll have to look it up to see if there's a statute on.
And especially serial killers, they don't kill in just 1 week. They don't catch 8 bodies in a week. They catch that shit over time.
Yeah, but he's getting charged for all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you've been doing it for 8 years straight.
And
if you caught a body 12 years ago and that was the only body you caught since 12 years ago, they're not going to use that shit against you.
What?
Unless it's an unsolved murder.
That's what that means.
Ain't that what they are?
But if they close the case, then that's not going. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Statute of limitations.
Where you at with it? What you found? There it is.
While the federal government and most states impose no time limit on murder charges, there is nothing legally preventing this practice from changing. But there's typically no time limit for prosecuting a suspect for serious crimes such as murder, but there are always exceptions to the rule.
Mm-hmm.
So, meaning case closed or case open. If it's still an open case, yeah, you're going to catch that fucking charge. But if they close the case because they couldn't figure out who the fuck done it.
But that's called a cold case. That just means they haven't closed it. It just hasn't been solved.
No, nigga, that's when it's closed, it's closed. I'm not talking about cold cases. I'm talking about closed cases.
Are cases
so
that
if
can't
somebody
be closed because they haven't been figured out yet.
Maybe they figured out that some nigga on the block did it and decided to close that. But you can't.
We're getting off topic.
No, we're not getting off topic. Listen, because if
different.
if you think about it, if it's something that's from like the 90s when the court system wasn't that hot, nigga, they can close all of those cases and it not fucking matter. They can just say, "Oh, fucking suspect was shot by a random person. Da 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 da. This is what happened. Boom, close." And that's still that's only in the 90s.
Okay,
my
so
nigga,
what
I'm saying? There's a lot of shady shit that goes on behind them law enforcement doors.
Well, if you're talking about
you know what I'm saying?
If you're talking about Schmurda,
all right. Well, talking about Bobby, still. What the fuck is that? This thing got an alarm going on. You baking cookies?
Nah, that was for me to take my medicine.
No, but
it should have been for the game.
I think ignorance can't keep being like I feel like you're in that case you're encouraging ignorance. It's like at a certain point. Look, if you're
I'm not encouraging it.
Hold on.
I'm saying it happens.
Well, hold on. If you're knocking off fucking 7-Elevens and you're shooting people in the heads when you're robbing them, maybe just leave that one bar out of your fucking song. Like, am I crazy for thinking that? Like,
but time out.
Stop bringing it up.
But time out. And when I'm sitting here, like, just waiting, but, like, it's battle rap.
Okay. Bring it up.
That's damn near all they talk about.
Is what?
On some shit. It's fucking like, I pull up with the fucking, you know what I'm saying? So, that shit don't happen to them.
I'm not talking about that.
They don't.
I'm not talking about that.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not as big as the industry.
No, you're not hearing me. I'm not saying. All right.
No, I'm not going against you. I'm just bringing that up to go with.
But let me clarify, since apparently I'm not making myself clear. I'm not saying no, that wasn't a shot. But what I'm saying is, if somebody raps a song and they're like, "I pull up to the club and I shoot everybody in this motherfucker." I've done it before. Whatever. I don't care. That I don't give a shit about that. That should not be used against you. You want to know why? Because you're making entertainment. Now, if you say, last week I shot a motherfucker in the face, killed him and buried him in the swamp. And then next week they go look in the swamp and they find
But
the
he
body.
didn't say none of that shit.
And I'm saying.
He didn't say none of that shit.
I'm saying. That's what, like, no.
The only nigga that's got caught on the song saying that exact shit.
Who are you talking about right now?
I'm talking about just in general. No, I'm talking about in general.
Okay.
Bobby didn't say that shit. He didn't give no locations, no none of that. He just spoke about entertainment, like you said. The only nigga that's been caught up like that is Young Jeezy.
What about Melly?
I had the yams at my auntie house. Well, yeah, that nigga's crazy. Melly is fucking nuts. That nigga's got screws.
Talking about.
That's not ignorance.
Songs against him.
No, that's not ignorance. That nigga purposely made that song. That nigga did that on purpose. He caught that body and was like, "Now I gotta go
You gotta go make a song about it."
That nigga's crazy.
That's what I mean. Stop putting evidence against yourself in rap lyrics.
Yeah, nah.
If you actually did the crime, maybe don't fucking talk about it. If I murdered Average Joe, I'm not gonna put a bar in my song talking about how I murdered Average Joe. I'll put a bar in there about how I murdered motherfuckers. But I'm not going to put incriminating evidence in the songs.
But that's the what you call it? That's the whole thing that they call Bobby up on. He said a whole bunch.
Bullshit.
He said a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But he didn't say who did what, where, when, and how.
Mitch caught a body about a week ago.
So
he said
that could have been in fucking Cuba.
Oh, I thought he said bitch caught a body.
No, he said Mitch. Yeah, every name that you might have thought was a curse word or slang, it was literally somebody in his camp. But
that's how they caught up 6ix9ine. They
But
started bringing up old 6ix9ine lyrics, and they were like, "Oh, so you were talking about this person and this person? Can you identify them in the courtroom?" And he went, "Yeah, they right there."
right. Now, if Mitch had an open case where he was already a suspect, and then his partner said, "Yo, Mitch caught a body about a week ago," then that's different.
Maybe don't say my fucking name on a song.
You know what I'm saying? But if Mitch wasn't a suspect for nothing, and he said Mitch caught a body about a week ago,
then they got nothing.
Right?
They got nothing.
You know how many murders happen in fucking New York?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna pin him to that one.
My thought process is, if last week you shot Devin in the head while wearing a red shirt at the 7-Eleven, I don't want to hear on your next song, I shot Devin at the 7-Eleven, sent him to heaven with my 45.
But that's,
and then get mad when they're like, all right, so you said you shot Devin at the
But that's the
7-Eleven.
thing, though. There's nobody out there doing that shit but the two niggas that we just named. So lyrics should not be used in court cases. That's my whole point.
Okay, so then we're in agreement.
Right.
Like, that's my thing.
Right.
If you're not actually admitting
crimes. No. Don't be picky and choosy or none of that shit. Just don't use the lyrics in court cases. Because like we've just said, rap has been around since the early 80s, nigga. There's been 2 rappers since then.
Yes.
Very recently that have been able to use their lyrics in coercion
with
say it
coercion
with their actual court cases.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they should just take that shit out.
No,
because now you're just pulling at heads.
I can't admit to that. I can't agree to that only because I feel like at a certain point, there's people to this day I will call, and while we're talking, they'll be like, "Shut up! I don't want to talk about this on the phone." So you're being that cautious, knowing the FBI doesn't give a fuck about you. You know nobody's tapped your goddamn phone.
Right.
You know nobody's tapped. So, okay, I won't talk about it on the phone. We only talk about it shit in person.
Right.
But now you're okay with putting it on a rap song, and then you get mad when they use the shit against you in court. I don't think that, like, they should use, like, your violence, if it's perceived entertainment, against you in court. Like if T.I. went back to jail for whatever reason, God forbid, he doesn't. I don't want them to use like, oh, well, in this song he mentions having an AK-47, in that song he mentions this, and basically he's built a career on violent music, and then be like, all right, well, that's good enough evidence to prove that he is a piece of shit and needs to go to jail. No, that's bullshit. But if you're stupid enough, what do we always say about the O.J. Simpson book? What if I did it?
Mm-hmm. Right.
What if
you shut the fuck up?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Stop.
But they can't take him back on that case now.
No, because he beat it.
Exactly. Right. So what if
I'm talking about just other people in general.
Oh, okay.
Stop using your stop admitting to crimes.
Granted, I'm not fucking advocating for just saying what the fuck on any fucking record. Like you definitely shouldn't just be out here spilling your fucking business on the record. But I don't feel like it should be used against you in court either. Right. Like some niggas is just stupid. Like I watched an interview with Bobby Shmurda, bro. He's not all that. The nigga is wild. The nigga is wild. Shout out Bobby, dog. You fucking crazy.
Yeah. He's a fucking lunatic.
He's admitted to being in and out of fucking psych wards ever since he was little till he was in like middle school. So some people just don't have the mind state for it, and it ends up backfiring on him. But I don't think it should.
I don't think it should. I feel because like
I'm not saying it's an excuse, but I don't think they should use their lyrics.
How many like
that's like saying
we're not at all fucking.
All right,
no,
all right. Let me use a different art form. All right, something that's not verbal. All right, boom. So an artist drops a painting where it's It's got some violent depictions in it.
Okay.
A murder happens near his art studio.
Mm-hmm.
They come in and investigate him. They see the violent depiction in the painting.
Mm-hmm.
They snatch him up as a suspect.
Okay.
He ends up being the main suspect just based on the 3 violent paintings that he's displayed, all because it may resemble just a little bit of what happened on a crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
That's cheese.
Just a little bit?
That's cheese.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Like the smallest increment, like maybe body was laid the same way. It was
Okay. All right.
oh,
Sure,
shit.
Sure,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's grab this. This is our main vein of evidence right here. This man gets 20 years because all we have is this painting to go off of.
No, that's wild.
That's cheese.
Why is that not the same?
Like,
Why is that not the same thing for lyrics?
That's not the same thing because you're saying that the painting was already there, and then the person ended up dying in the same position, and that's all the evidence they have.
painted after?
How do the cops know that?
What do you mean?
How do the cops know that?
Because last week on Instagram, after I got finished painting it, I took a picture.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
not one of them artists. I'm one of them artists who paints and puts it up in my boutique. The only way you can see
Because
my
that's
shit
the
is if
thing.
you come to
At
my
that point,
boutique.
if the only evidence you have is that I painted a picture, then no.
So the only evidence that you had is that I said some lyrics on a song.
No.
I have a way to break it down.
What?
Because niggas lie on records all the time.
Yeah, that's fine. That's also fine. Like I said, if it's all for entertainment, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, if you found out Fernando got
But
shot
how-
3 times in the fucking face at 7-Eleven, stop rapping about it.
What if I just so happened to put together a bar where fucking Fernando shot a nigga 3 times and it worked? I didn't know Fernando did that shit. Me and Fernando's boys, but he don't tell me everybody he catch. now I'm snitching him out just by not knowing. I know my nigga Fernando put in work, but now all of a sudden I'm the rat because he actually caught a body like
About a week ago.
you know what I'm saying? Like the fuck.
I mean,
That's my whole point.
yeah, I know. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like ignorance.
Sometimes shit can be mad coincidental.
the
Sometimes
same
it could be
thing.
lies. Sometimes it could be true.
It's
At the end of the
also-
day, I don't think art should be used against the artist.
It's also a.
I respect that.
It's also a.
Ain't nobody held bump and grind against R. Kelly this entire time. They still listen to that shit.
it's
He
ignorant.
made that shit while dating Aaliyah. Age Ain't Nothing But a Number was written by R. Kelly.
While he
sang
was
by
dating
Aaliyah.
Now you getting into it. Now you getting into it.
Some people have sex to that. Like it's okay. But I just feel like the whole time I was coming up, all the gangsters that I fucking talked to, all the people that I was affiliated with, if that's the word you want to use, I
So see, you got mob ties.
shut up. I learned very young. Don't talk about the shit. I feel like my son was the one that said back. Brett told me the fucking bar the other day, and that's what it was. It was like back when I was, coming up, the crimes nobody reported it. Now these young gangsters are recording it,
Yep.
and it's like stop,
That's facts, though.
stop
That's
doing
facts.
that shit.
That's facts. Niggas be out there on the cameras and the gram with the guns and the weed and
And the money that they stole.
and the coke and the bitches and
It's like, why are you doing that to yourself?
right, y'all niggas bugging. Feds got
Because
Instagram too.
unfortunately-
Like that's just not just a fucking funny bar that we like to put out there. Like Feds got Instagram too for real.
Yes.
Nigga. Like
And that's the other
why do
thing.
you think they know like what fucking extendo to show you on your fucking Facebook feed because you've been posting nothing but fucking illegal guns the whole
So
time?
should we not be able to use Instagram in court either?
No, because that's real life.
Right.
But
That's not fake.
But that's, I mean, at
No,
that,
yeah, what were you about to say?
at that point, that's your fault.
Right, yeah, and what I mean-
you post that shit like
And
that,
what I
that's
mean,
your fault.
no, and not just that. And what I mean by real life is, nah, nigga, you actually pick that gun up, put it in your hand, and have evidence with you in your face in that motherfucker. My words don't mean shit.
Yeah, they do.
I can tell you.
Wiretaps?
I can tell all 3,000 of my fans that I got a Porsche. Post a picture with it, and niggas gonna think I got a Porsche. But if you come to me in real life and be like, yo, this Porsche was committed in a crime, you the main suspect, nigga. I ain't got no Porsche.
That's what happened with the dude that killed, what's his name?
I ain't got no Porsche.
Dolph? Dolph?
Yeah.
Dolph.
Yeah.
Motherfucker shot a music video.
Yep.
Joe, you here?
I'm here.
Dude shot a music video with the car that was in, that the police were looking for in connection with the murder of young Dolph. What are you doing?
But didn't
Why?
Didn't he?
Nigga shot Young Dolph in his outfit of the day on Instagram.
I was just about to say that shit.
And they still trying to say he ain't do this shit. I was like, yo, look at the sneakers.
Might catch a body later. I don't know.
And now one of the
So maybe they can't use Instagram in court.
You're right. And I was about to say, next thing you know, he's making a rap
Then they
song.
definitely shouldn't use rap lyrics
thing
in
you
court.
know, he's
They
making-
can't use Instagram, nigga. Outfit of the day. You know what I'm
Next thing you know,
saying?
he's making a rap song called "I Shot Young Dolph in the Motherfucking Face," and Turtle City
Now-
going, "Nope."
See, all right. That's different. We're here.
Oh shit, yeah. Because I mean that to me, that's what I like. We all old school. We all 30. You know what I'm saying? Most of these young bucks
Chill
are
out.
coming up in their early 20s. What?
Are we?
This guy?
Yep.
Yeah, we all 30.
We're not.
What are you, 29?
Y'all niggas ain't got like no olive tongs or something. I really want.
I know, right?
A chopstick.
Them fucking
Get him a
peach.
chopstick.
Them fucking peach rings be a vibe, yo.
Somebody get my bag. I got a pen. I get you.
I really want one.
So that's more or less where my thought process is on it. Is like you can't like that was one of the big. I forgot what show that was I used to watch, but it was ignorance does not protect you from the law.
Correct.
Just because you didn't know it wasn't illegal doesn't mean that it's okay.
You know what else has a part in that too? Like with the ignorance of them doing that shit is the consumers. The consumers love that shit, so they give it. They give
Rap consumers.
They give it to them. They give it to them so they can make money off the
Rap
shit.
consumers want their art like that is a requirement mostly for to be a rapper in today's day and age. You have to be quote unquote real. They have to know that you will shoot them in the face at any given moment
That's why the baby's so hype.
because the baby will.
Yes, he's done it.
He's done it. The baby also makes good music, but
But it helps.
my issue also falls in line with like I hate that that's the fucking. Don't you pour out my shit?
Just trying to get that motherfucker. I'm telling you, because of the pen, you can't bend it.
Yeah, right. She gonna figure it out though.
Real quick, I'm gonna
She
throw
gonna
this.
stack like 3 of them motherfuckers on there and get it. Watch.
You was a beast at that claw machine, huh?
But I had to. That's more or less where my issue stems from. Is it's like, can we just please stop ratting on ourselves on rap songs?
Yeah, I mean, I
Because
can.
if they block this thing
I
that
still-
Jay-Z and Meek Mill are trying to do, then cool, whatever.
Right,
Use the
right,
fucking
right.
rap lyrics in court. Only if there's actual evidence in there.
But that's what's hard to determine. That's my point. Is what's actual evidence. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can make up some shit as actual evidence.
True.
That's why I say you shouldn't use it because there's too much shit that niggas say. Period.
Did you ever see the Key and
That
Peele
could be
sketch?
used as misconstrued.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I even say shit that could be used as misconstrued, and I've never been that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm not no jail nigga, but
course.
at the end of the day, I say some violent shit because you can get smacked. You know what I'm saying? So they use that in court because I punched some nigga in the street, and now all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Just
Hey,
because I said some shit in my songs. Oh shit, we almost got one. Hurry up, get the pen. Get the pen. Don't use your finger. Get the pen. It's smaller.
Real quick.
Hold on, Joe. We in the middle of something.
No. Y'all get your. Oh!
I got you, Toits.
Now let's all split it because we were good.
Chop that bitch up. I got my knife. Hold up.
But yeah, real quick.
Pass that down to the Toits. He deserves it.
Oh god, that's
Don't touch
Take
it.
the whole pen. Take the
Take
whole
the
pen.
whole thing.
Let's pass the pitch.
But anyway, go ahead, Joe.
No, I was just gonna give an update on the game.
Go ahead.
To y'all as well. The Chiefs and the Bengals went into
is
overtime.
it everything we thought it would be?
The Chiefs got the ball. The Chiefs got the ball.
That
They
motherfucker
threw a
strong.
pick, and the Bengals are probably about to kick a field goal to win the game.
I feel like
Let's go.
the fucking liquor's up to here, but I can't get any more out.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit fucking strong.
Yeah.
You ate the whole thing?
So
Did I? Look at nigga. Got another one. Let's go. Keep it flowing, flowing, flowing. Keep them things going.
So y'all gonna have to watch the YouTube video to see all this.
Nicole's so happy right fucking now.
I feel like it's just because they mad slimy, so they just sliding out now.
Yeah, now that's what it is.
We gassed as fuck right now with these peach rings.
Oh man,
One for you.
eating off a dirty ass pen.
It's sanitized. It's alcohol.
Oh, okay, good.
I told you. Look at Joe's face.
God damn.
It's like
This
eating a,
bitch is strong.
it's
So
like
next
eating a
week
pickle
we're gonna have
for
them in
the
a little
first
bowl, right?
We ain't even gonna have no drinks left next week. Just
The
mad
Bengals are
gummies.
going to the Super Bowl, nigga.
Wow.
Bengals
Hit
are
for
going
one
to the
time.
Super Bowl.
Let's go.
Joey
Let's
Burrows.
I will gladly.
Let's go, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, LSU. Let's go, baby.
That's it. I don't care about none of that other shit.
Now I gotta go.
Shout out my guy Jamar Chase. Shout out Joey Burrow.
Now I gotta go on the
Big
internet.
Big Joe out there slinging that thing.
Now I gotta go on the internet and piss people off.
All right. So what else we got? So apparently,
Damn, son, we lost in the fucking money pool.
I didn't. I put money on the Bengals.
oh, there it is.
Wait, I wanted to bring up something real quick about the what we were talking about. Even though it's obviously not rap lyrics, but it's sort of the same.
Go for it.
When you were talking about how like you don't talk about the shit. But one of our favorite songs right now is by Kane Brown.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
No, that's different. That's
but
different.
hold on. But what's it about?
It's about a breakup.
Okay, and what is he right now?
Married.
Happily
Yeah.
on his second child.
Yeah.
So it's slightly.
It's not the same.
I know it's not the same as
Very
admitting
different.
to a crime, but
Yeah.
Everybody 6
trust me, I believe. Like, I agree with you in the sense of like you shouldn't even fucking be saying it in the first place, but technically, if people were just to listen to his music, they would think that he's single, sitting at a
Yeah.
bar.
Single's very
Sad.
different than I murdered Devin at the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
sent him to heaven.
sex sells. They love you. They love you when you're single. I mean, but you know, there's cases of
I
like.
know it's different, y'all. I'm just
This nigga's
saying.
just dumping them bitches
Separate.
into his
You're
drink.
about to overflow.
Because there's
all over.
more
Son of a
in there,
bitch.
and I want the goodness vodka. So this is gonna have to happen.
Greedy son of a bitch.
It's gonna have to be a thing that we do.
Absolutely.
But
We're going to
anyway.
have to buy a bunch of different Ciroc bottles and different candies. And just
Yes, the one that I saw earlier was somebody did the apple one.
the apple Ciroc with the apple slices.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bitch. So-
The bottles weren't so weird.
I did see somebody, shout out the fucking tipsy bartender. That motherfucker did a pomegranate drink with the pomegranate fruit and the pomegranate Ciroc.
Yeah.
That shit looked delicious.
I hate that dude, son.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he extra.
Because he got the coldest drinks that you'll ever fucking see.
Like I don't like now. See when he make them whiskey,
Looks like,
when he
looks
make
like the
them
bottle's pooping.
when he make those whiskey drinks,
Yeah.
I'll be wanting to try them. I ain't gonna lie. When this nigga takes like the flavored vodkas and shit or whatever, it
Yeah,
is,
and he'll
like,
just
dumps
dump
them
them in.
bitches, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
that's just disgusting.
When he makes his jungle juice batches is my favorite ones because he'll make like different ones, all different types of ways. That shit be looking delicious.
I didn't be making shit. The whole
He
party
made one that
punches
was
on the
like
wall.
all blue. I was like, oh, nigga, I bet you'd fucking kill somebody with that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
At least on the Hangover. But so another thing that I really wanted to get the discussion about, that was one of the big ones. Looks like pooping. The Jay-Z thing with
I've been sitting here this whole time waiting on the goddamn ginger ale.
Oh, sorry. So the other thing that I wanted to bring up was Cardi B.
Cardi.
She won $1.2 million in a lawsuit against a YouTuber.
Ow. Gotta
Hit
get
it
that button.
for Cardi one time. So
Facts. Get that bag, sis. Fucking YouTubers.
stop fucking playing with me.
Facts.
Yes.
So wait, run that down. I saw that happen, but I don't know the
The
story.
girl
behind
was
it.
saying on the videos that Cardi B had herpes.
Oh shit!
Yes.
First of all, that's defamation of character.
Apparently,
That's
they,
what she sued for.
Apparently, they sent a cease and desist letter. Yep. I found out the other day, cease and desist letters, when it comes to situations like that, they give you the actual factual on the cease and desist letter. They say, you've been saying this. This is the truth.
Right.
So, you have the correct information.
Yep.
Apparently, she continued to say all the reckless shit she wanted to say about Cardi.
Right.
Now I'm suing you.
Right. Facts. Point blank.
I asked you to stop. I ain't a street bitch no more.
Right.
You want one turtle?
You didn't stop. So now I'm taking it to court.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this is, you know what? Hit it for one time. This is a monumental day. People need to learn to keep their fucking mouth shut.
Facts.
If you are a news person and you are presenting something as facts, like we talk a lot of shit on this show.
Yeah.
There's
Absolutely.
very, very, like, if we were to get a little bit bigger, there's a very good chance that we could end up getting hit with a cease and desist letter because the amount of shit that we talk.
Absolutely.
But we don't present anything as facts.
Right.
People that watch us, we let it be known. We talk a lot of shit.
Right.
Like the entire concept behind this show is us just sitting around talking bullshit.
If you come to us for advice or like real or
Something
like
wrong
true
with you.
shit like that, like I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, your life is horrible.
We literally have 3 bottles of alcohol on this table right now. What are you doing?
Let's talk to the drunk guys. Let me get life advice from the drunk idiot.
They've got to have the best advice.
Technically, talking about that's DJ Academics. That's what he did. That's what he came out with the Kanye thing.
What did he do?
He's the one that said that
Said what?
Kanye is going around saying that.
Pete Davidson got AIDS.
Yes.
Yeah. If there was ever a person that I thought
Like
had AIDS,
there's no proof technically that Kanye did that.
it'd be
At
Pete
all.
Davidson.
Yep.
So wait, Cardi B have the hurt?
No, she ain't got the.
Apparently not.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why they sent the cease and desist letter. That's why she won the case.
oh, I thought she won because she did have fucking up her image and shit like that.
Nah, she won because that's defamation of character, and she's still fucking up her image. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You are deliberately trying. Shut up. You are deliberately trying to fuck up my image after we have told you the actual factuals.
Yep.
So
now you've been warned one time. Now I'm suing the pants off your fucking ass, and I don't give a fuck who you are. $1.2 million hurts.
Yep. You got to take this L.
So like if somebody don't like me and they put someone in there about me, I can sue them.
You absolutely can. 100%.
Oh, I'm about to get it in.
The problem
Especially if
is
it's not true.
the problem is if it's not
Yeah,
true.
but if it's Joe's a hoe, I'm sorry, you can't.
I ain't no fucking slut.
I'm not a salute.
Whore.
But the problem is, like, it's libel, it's defamation of character. Like,
Yeah,
you are
absolutely.
spreading a rumor about me that is not true that could potentially hurt me, my income, whatever the case may be.
I told one
So
of our
now,
partners he should do that shit.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He should.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
now we are at a point where it's like, all right, well, now what you're doing is hurting me, my income, my business, whatever the
right.
case may be. I'm suing the pants off your ass, and I can technically, whatever I win, I can garnish your fucking wages for the rest of your fucking life.
Yep. Just to make sure I get my bread, nigga.
Holy shit.
Yes. Talking shit about it, like, dude, that's over.
Just
Like,
some
people
racks.
be forgetting freedom of speech, not free from consequences.
Just some.
And we're adults now, nigga.
Right.
I got shit to lose, so guess what? So do you.
Was it just some regular YouTuber?
No, this is a big YouTuber.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It was somebody worth suing for 1.2.
I'm about to say because like, damn, if you sue like a regular ass motherfucker for 1.2, that shit
Oh, they about to be hurt.
That shit hurt.
They about to sell their camera. Hey, YouTube what?
For real. You about to be giving
You
money
about to, all that new views you about to get from losing the court case against Cardi B because everybody gonna go check your ass out. All of that shit's gone.
Yep.
You're gonna see what you could have made.
Yep.
You gonna see what child support feel like.
YouTube gonna send your check to Cardi, bitch. Look.
Got one. I got one. Ooh, poop. 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 But wait, back on the Jay-Z thing real quick. Did you ever see the Key and Peele sketch?
No.
So you talked about this and this song. Yeah, man, but I ain't never killed nobody. Like literally, like he gets up to go leave, and it's like, oh, now they chasing me down the hall. They trying to catch me, and he's like running away from him. But they can't catch me. I killed him, and I put it in I buried him out back. Oh shit! So apparently, during the multiverse of madness, one of the people that is supposed to be coming is Tom Cruise as Iron Man.
Get that the fuck out of here.
That the fuck out of boo this man. How dare you?
I just think it's be interesting.
You think so?
Yep.
I'm trying to poop again.
There is not 1 ounce of me that fucks with this.
Why not, Joe?
You should have that hand motion.
Honestly, it's not even just a Tom Cruise thing. It's just a Robert Downey Jr. thing.
Right.
This is so fucking stupid.
That's really all it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that role should be played by
So
anyone
you don't
else.
like the idea of them doing it even as like, I don't know, parody?
It's
Not parody. It's not parody.
It's a
but
variant. That's all it is.
Variant.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
all it is. It's a
So you don't like that idea, knowing that it's a variant? Because, you know, I think
That's the whole point. It can't look like Robert Downey Jr.
The reason that they're supposed to be bringing Tom Cruise in was because Tom Cruise was originally one of the people that they had pegged to play.
Yeah, exactly.
And you didn't pick him for a reason.
Yeah, but
Right, but
they
that's the
picked
whole
5 other people to play Loki
Right.
in the Loki series.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'll see.
That's literally what they're doing.
Is it because he's dead?
They're just playing the like that's gonna be the shock and awe moment behind it if they do bring it back. Is somebody's gonna show up in the Iron Man suit and they're gonna be like, "Yo, this nigga's dead." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then the fucking mask comes off.
All right,
and it's Tom Cruise, and they're like, "All right, what the fuck's going on?"
So the variant is not like necessarily.
Nigga,
like,
you seen Loki?
Yeah. But what you're saying is it's not necessarily like even like the same personality as Iron Man.
Exactly. He's gonna be a lot darker. Like this nigga has 3 Infinity Stones
say,
and Thanos' head in a fucking jar.
Yeah, expand on that. You didn't say anything else about that. Expand on that. You said that he's supposed to what?
Yeah, there's a variant of Iron Man, like, because in the multiverse of madness, everybody in the multiverse of Marvel, period, everybody gets their own series of comics where they meet their variants type thing, you know, for the ones that are, for the most part, still alive after the Great War. So after meeting one of the Iron Men, they realize he defeated Thanos by himself.
Right.
Developed the technology to make a much stronger suit to where he can hold 3 Infinity Stones at one time. And, like, as himself, and has the head of Thanos in a jar.
Wow.
Yeah. So his technology is a lot more advanced than what the Tony Stark of the world that we know is, and you know, just and his whole demeanor towards the whole Thanos era is probably going to be a lot darker.
So this Iron Man is a darker version of Iron Man,
pretty much.
And you got Tom Cruise playing it. Like I don't.
Yep.
You see my issue, huh? Yeah. Because I don't see Tom Cruise like being like that dick type personality or that darker type personality.
I don't. You've never watched a lot of Tom Cruise movies,
right?
Who would you have chosen?
Christian Bale.
Fight me.
Why?
That'll probably
wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My head went straight to the cat from fucking Twilight. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It was
Wrong Batman,
Pattinson or some shit.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Which one's Christian Bale?
Batman.
Batman Begins, Dark Knight.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not Scott. I don't know this. All I know is Heath Ledger is the Joker. That's
Batman Begins, Dark Knight.
The nigga that fought Heath Ledger.
But not even just that. You've seen him in The Fighter.
Yeah.
You've seen him in fucking The Machinist. You've seen him in all these different... He is not just Batman, sir.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd be okay with him playing like a... Because, I mean, I feel like he could make himself...
There's a lot of people that dabbled in both...
Jared Leto.
In both series. Nah. I don't see him as a...
I don't want to see him as nothing.
As an Iron Man type.
Do you like him for Morbius?
Absolutely. I seen that fucking trailer in the theaters, and it was fucking amazing.
Joe?
Who's Morbius?
He doesn't know.
Dr. Morbius?
He's not a fan of Spider-Man, bro. He doesn't know.
Wait,
Did you like Venom?
Wait, which one is it?
Did you like Venom?
He's the vampire that Spider-Man fights. That's how you get introduced to Blade in the Spider-Man cartoons.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
No?
No.
All right, we're going to watch that after this is over.
No, I'm going to watch the game. Kiss my ass.
No. You're done. Shut up. You're going to miss the game to watch Morbius. Anyway.
If I was on a Generous podcast, they'll let me watch it.
Wow.
You shit trash.
Who's this man?
Me and Turtle just have that moment across the table. Like, there it is.
I'm sitting right here and I didn't see you hit that fucking button.
I looked straight across the Turtle and I looked and I saw he already hit it. He was looking at me like, don't worry, baby. I got it.
Elbow. Kiss my ass.
So, what time are we at?
We are at an hour and a half.
Okay, cool. So a video got shared to me the other day, and I know we were obviously doing the podcast when this actually happened, and this is a little old, but I definitely wanted to bring it up because Juvenile did an interview with DJ Vlad. Did y'all watch the video?
No.
So Juvenile did a little interview with DJ Vlad, and he brought up a situation with Young Buck. Video cuts to the interview with Young Buck, where Buck basically, long story short, goes on this tirade about a time where, you know, Juvie was about to sign with Suge Knight, the Death Row Records. And he said, we were all together in the hotel rooms and all of this other shit. And the next day we wake up, Juvie's supposed to sign the contract for Death Row that day. And we can't find him nowhere. He's gone. His brother's with us. Everything. And we can't get a hold of this motherfucker no matter what. The car's gone.
Right.
Can't find Juvie nowhere. He said, I'll never forget. Suge Knight calls up, and he's like, I could hear him talking on the phone because the phone was loud.
Right.
He was like, and all I hear is, yeah, bro, we can't find Juvie. And all I hear is, what? Where the fuck is Juvie? He's supposed to sign this deal today.
Right.
We can't find him. And then video cuts back to Juvenile, and Juvenile goes, hey, bro, look. Buck a bitch ass. Fuck him. I hate that motherfucker. And I mean that. I don't give a fuck about Buck. I don't even want to talk about him. We ain't talking about young Buck. Fuck that motherfucker. And then eventually the words pop up on the screen. Unfortunately, the interview ended shortly after this.
Damn.
My first thoughts were, Juvie, nobody on the streets of New Orleans will say Juvie a bitch.
Probably.
But who the fuck would want to sign with Suge Knight?
Right.
I think he woke up the next day and was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Nope. Got the fuck out of there.
Right.
Left everybody behind him. I'm not mad at him for that.
Yeah,
I'm not a street dude, but I'm not mad at him for that.
Right, not at all.
Juvie didn't lose an ounce of respect in my book.
Nope.
I love him to death. I think Juvie's one of the greatest things to ever happen to the city. I don't know why people were making fun of him for that.
Facts.
Because I think he might have been a little high or a little drunk. And the word got brought up about him possibly signing with Death Row. And he was like, I'm tough. I'll sign with Death Row. Fuck these motherfuckers. And then he realized, like, oh, shit. I'm about to meet with Suge fucking Knight. No.
I'm out.
I'm out. Facts. Get me the fuck out of here,
Get me
sir.
the fuck out of here. And then
That
people-
nigga in the electric chair on the chain is about to be me. I'm not doing this shit. Fuck out of here.
This was actually a one night stand. I'm out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smash and dash.
I was a little drunk
Got
last night. I was playing.
Got my champagne and about $2,500. I'm out.
But that's the thing. Juvie didn't like elaborate on the actual story. All he did was talk about how much he hates Young Buck, and hearing Buck tell that story reignited him hating him even more. But I mean, I feel like we're all in agreement at this point. I don't see anything Juvie did wrong. Like,
Yeah,
I'd
nah,
be
not at
goddamn
all.
if a motherfucker try to play the whole shit like, oh, that's because Juvie a bitch. We all know he not.
Like, no, bro. Fuck you.
You go sign with Suge Knight. Enjoy yourself.
Right. Motherfucker.
Enjoy that shit.
Big facts.
You got to realize that some people just make moves out of, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just a better business situation. It's
Yeah.
not nothing personal or like I'm scared. I just know I'm not going to get fucked over where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why go fuck it up by signing somebody who's been notoriously fucking people over?
Either fucking people over or getting them murdered.
Right, that. You know what I'm saying?
Or giving them AIDS.
Get this man the fuck out.
We all seen Straight Outta Compton. You can't
Yeah.
tell me that's not how it happened.
That's how it happened.
We know.
He went on Jimmy Kimmel and said it. You ever saw that video?
Nope.
Suge Knight actually goes on Jimmy Kimmel and says, oh, no, we don't do that shooting shit no more. He goes, you got to do him the Easy E way. You get a syringe with some AIDS blood in it and poke him.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yo, I'm not joking.
I know you're not.
He actually fucking says that on live television and nobody fucking talks
I
about
saw it.
it. You murdered Easy.
Yep.
You did it.
Yep.
With AIDS.
Yep. Slow killer.
Because everybody's always said Easy got the AIDS way too quick.
And it was
died way too.
it
He
was
died
because-
2 weeks after he found out he had
It was because he was trying to leave, huh? Leave Death Row?
No, because
No.
he
was trying to. Yeah, he was trying to keep Dre.
Oh, okay,
He was trying to keep Dre, DOC, and somebody else. It was one other person.
Easy had their contract, so he was making all the money that they were making off of that shit. And Suge was like, "Well, it's my money now," and Easy was like, "Fuck yourself."
Right.
And then it went from there. Yeah. So I don't even know how we get on that. Oh, Juvie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Juvie, man. You still one of the greatest to ever do it in the city. You still from the Nolia. Fuck Suge Knight. I ain't mad at you. Let Young Buck, the one that was talking that shit, let him go sign with Death Row Records. See how that goes.
Facts.
Anyway.
Probably why we haven't heard from him.
So the Tiger King.
Shorty wanna ride with me, let your hair down.
Said you want a thug, don't be scared now. Anyway.
Hop in my Chevy Ford.
So Nicole had a question that she wanted to ask.
Nicolo.
Get your shit off.
What?
Nicolo.
It was your question.
Nicolo.
All right, so my question is,
Pong.
do you go somewhere that your significant other is not allowed or not wanted?
In what sense? Like, I'm not allowed, like, banned, or I don't like it?
Not like a bar that banned you. No, just like I don't like them.
So you shouldn't bring them.
So you saying like if you didn't like my significant other, I shouldn't bring her here?
No. She's saying like if
Hey,
somebody
you can
told
come,
you,
but
hey,
don't bring your girlfriend. She's
right.
not. I don't like her. Don't
Right.
bring her.
Right.
Shut up, Joe. It's a rope.
All right,
probably gonna be like, I don't believe her
flip
anyway.
style that shit. Flip style that shit. All right, so she can go somewhere, but they said you could come, just don't bring Joe. Can she go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Well, for one, I enjoy being in my own peace, little box. Go.
Clearly, it's the wrong
Go.
group of Joe to ask.
What? No, I'm just not that cat, man.
Turtle.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on the reason why. Like,
It depends. To me, it depends
If it's
on the
like-
reason why and this. What am I being kept out of?
right. Like, okay, so say if. All right, so say if I got invited to an ex's wedding.
And she said, "Don't bring your."
Don't bring your significant other.
That's weird.
That's weird.
That's weird.
But also, like, I'm probably not going to go just because of the simple fact that you told me, like, this is your wedding, and you told me not to bring my significant
Yeah.
other.
What does it fucking matter?
Right. Like,
Yeah.
you're getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
are
saying?
you about to like leave your man at the altar and be like, "Turtle, I love you."
Right. But if it's like, we're going to a party, and it was like, it's all dudes. You know what I'm saying? It was like, leave your girl.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
If it's couples there, like if it's a party, and they say leave my girl, I'm probably not gonna go.
All right. What if it's what if it's like a?
If it's something I'm not invited to, honestly, I probably don't like the motherfuckers.
What
either.
if it's your significant? wait, let's take it this far. What if it's your significant other's family?
And I was just about to get into that because my ex, her mom fucking hates me, but I know why she hate me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was always right, never wrong, and when she would ask me some shit, I would tell you this is why you're wrong.
See-
And I would like tell her why she's wrong, but she's like, nah.
But
fuck
how
that
did you
shit.
feel about your girl going over there if you weren't allowed?
Go. That's
Go.
your
That's your
go.
family.
That's
Yeah.
your mother.
I'm not
go.
gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you
Yeah.
not to go.
Right.
Yeah, or if like they was going to a bar and stuff like that, it's like, oh, my mom's gonna be there and shit like that.
Right.
Your mom probably even have to tell me like,
I don't wanna be around
Don't invite Joe. I don't want to go.
As a black man who has frequently dated white women, I can tell you I've always not been the most liked person in the room.
Facts.
So it doesn't ever bother me.
Facts.
You
See,
either
but-
love me or hate
but
me,
what's funny
motherfucker. I'm
is-
still clapping your daughter cheeks.
Knowing y'all the way I know y'all, I feel like y'all show up anyway.
If
No.
I'm feeling type of way, I would.
No, I'm not. I don't go anywhere I'm not welcome because I don't like negative energy. So if I got to be around that,
Not
then
where
I'm
you
not gonna
tolerate
go
it, go where you celebrate it.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't like negative energy like that, so I'm not about to go put myself around it just to be
Yeah, but
around it.
you
know
also
what I'm saying?
petty.
Now, if it's something
You
important,
petty, Turk.
I am. But if it's something important like a funeral or
I can see you showing
even
up
a
in-
wedding, I'll muster it up and just be like, all right, I know they talking shit, but it's not the time and place. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a good time while I can, or say my condolences while I can. Get the fuck out of there. It's gonna be a short visit.
Yeah.
Visit nonetheless.
But if it's like a bar or something like that, and it's like, yo, don't go to such and such place because my mom is there. We're gonna be there. No, you can kiss my ass. I go to this bar. I go
Right.
to
Facts.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I go here.
Facts. Oh, if it's a public place, yeah, your mama can suck my dick.
You know what I'm saying?
Sideways.
I go
on a
here. I've
handstand.
been going here for fucking
Upside
years.
down.
No, I'm still gonna go here. If you don't like me, don't look my way.
Facts.
It's that
Stay
simple.
on your side of the bar.
We're grown.
Even
don't
if
look
it's
my
not
way.
like a family member, say like a friend or something, being like, "Hey, why don't you come out tonight?" But like, don't bring your boyfriend.
You can super kiss
Extra
my ass.
fuck.
Yeah, facts. Facts. Nigga, we
Extra
are in a
punchy
public
fucking.
place. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to her. She not gonna talk to you.
I've been in that situation, and it was the same thing. It was like, yo, this is a public place. I've been going here before y'all even was going out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to go here, I'm gonna go here.
Facts.
You stay your ass there. I'm gonna stay my ass here.
And in the amount of times that I've had that exact same conversation, and then at some point in the night, the person who didn't like me ends up trying to come up and go, look, and I'm like, no, we had an agreement. I don't
Right.
like you neither.
Right.
Stay the fuck over there.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
oh, well, I wanted to come over and see if we could talk this. We have nothing to talk out. I don't like you. You don't like me. Let's leave it at that.
And clearly, we didn't already try to talk it out. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
this is
Oh,
gonna-
we didn't. Why do we don't have to talk about nothing. I just don't like you.
Right. Right.
Why can't we just not like people?
Exactly. That's my thing. Like, I don't have to be friends with everybody.
You're
like,
right.
I can choose to not like you,
There's
bro.
7
like,
billion people on the fucking planet.
Right.
You're one of the people I
don't like. That's
you
it.
don't like me. What are we talking about? Go away.
Right. I hate the people that be like, well, why don't you like me? But just because you're
not my
motherfucker.
type of person.
Exactly.
And see, my thing,
Exactly.
my thing was when it, like that shit was going on with me. Like, I didn't have a problem with the chick. She had a problem with me. But you know what? I still didn't give a shit. I've been going here. You kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Scratch that off the
somebody
list. Look.
got me my fucking anxiety high because there's one person in particular I'm thinking of that I just haven't liked for years now. And every time a fucking conversation comes up, it's always this thing. Don't you do that. There's always this thing where it's just like, oh, well, let's talk about it. There's nothing to talk about. Well, we used to be friends. Yeah, until I actually knew you.
Right.
And then it turns into this thing where it's just like, oh, well, I just don't understand why you don't like me. It's not that I don't like you. Like, we can be in the same place. We can be civil. If I see you, hey, how you doing? Keep it moving.
Right.
If I see, I'm not going to be an asshole to you. I'm not going to be all these things. I just don't like you.
Right.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. You go enjoy yourself on that side of the bar, or you can enjoy yourself right here next to me. I'm just not going to talk to you.
Facts.
I'm not going to acknowledge your existence. If you say hi to me, hey, how's it going? And then I'm going to keep it fucking moving.
Yeah,
I don't know why we have to be friends. I don't like you.
It doesn't make sense to me personally.
People don't like me.
Yeah.
And so there's been times that
There's people
like
that don't like me that still come up to me and try to conversate. Like,
it makes no fucking
like,
sense.
yo, bro, what's up? How you been? Like, nigga, I know you don't like me. Like, stop capping. Stay on your side. I'm gonna stay on my
don't
side.
have to do
We ain't
this.
even gotta make eye contact. Like, if you look at me, you can even hit one of those.
You're right.
I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna think you pussy.
No.
Like, I just know you don't like me.
Yeah, and see
Like,
when
yeah.
that
Not every you don't like me has to end in a fist fight.
Exactly.
Like, it's literally just cool. We just not. You know
Right.
what? We just don't blend.
Exactly.
Cool.
You
We
go
all got the
yours,
same
I'ma
group.
go mine.
That's it.
And see, when that shit happens to me, like, I feel like, I almost feel like played on some shit. Because it's like, you know I don't like you, and you know I know that you don't like me.
how we
Why are
doing
you
this?
talking to me? You're forcing me to be a dickhead to you.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not about to sit up here and be fake with you because
Yeah, I'm not about to
because
kiki.
because of such and such is around. No,
Right.
I don't like you.
Right. The most you gonna get out of me is a what's up?
Yeah,
Keep it moving.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, right, and I'm gonna go back by my.
Oh, if I really don't like you, I'm not gonna dab you off at all.
Oh, I don't dab niggas off. No,
Yeah, nah.
If it's bad
I'm
enough
gonna
that I
touch
ain't
your
dabbing
fucking
you
hand.
off, it's because I want to fight you.
yeah. Look, not even that though. Like, cause like, why you putting your hand out to dab me off? Don't do that.
Right. You don't like me, nigga.
That's why I like people that I've mentioned previously in this show came up and stuck their hand out. And that was different.
Right.
For me, it was, I've been talking mad shit about you.
Right.
Please don't try to shake my hand because that would just be fake of me to shake your hand. And then it just went from there. But I really do think that we need to normalize, look,
Just not liking.
we're just not, we're just not, like, I would never be friends with you.
I've stressed the fact that like there's people that are important to me's lives that I just don't like, and then every time it gets brought up, it's like, well, why don't you like them? Because
Because
I'm
I
allowed
don't.
to not
Right.
like them.
Right.
And then it's always got to be, oh, well, you don't like them, so, like, do you want to fight them? No.
Right.
I just don't, like,
I don't like their vibe. I don't want them near me. I don't want to have
Right.
a conversation with them. I will hang out with you whenever they're not around. I
Facts.
don't
Yeah.
want to be near them.
It's like
Facts.
my homegirl, whole man that she has, like he hasn't done me anything. Like I had a conversation with him and shit like that. It's not that I like really don't like him. He gave me bad vibes, so I don't fuck
That's
with
it.
him.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes you just don't give off good vibes.
Right.
And
For
that's,
me.
and that's
Sorry.
it for,
For
I'm-
me.
That and that's that. You could be like, you could have millions of fucking people love you. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck
Right.
with you.
That's
That's
If
just
you
it.
if you give me a bad vibe, I ain't gonna be around.
Right,
you.
exactly. It's all about a vibe. If you don't fit the type of vibe I like being around, then I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
get it.
You're allowed that.
Right. And I don't feel like people should be pressured
And
to make
vice
other
versa.
people like them. Right. If you
you
don't
don't
like
like
my
me-
vibe, cool. Just be like, we don't really, click like that. And I'll be like, you know what?
You right.
You right.
I had
Bartender.
somebody recently.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll even buy you a beer. Go ahead.
That's
Give
what
him
I'm
a-
saying.
see you
Exactly.
later, bro.
Exactly.
that's our parting gift. Take this
Yeah.
fucking drink and the fuck out my face.
But that's what happened with somebody recently. We were talking to a friend. Well, I was talking to a friend of ours, and he let me know that one of his really good friends doesn't like me.
right.
And I was like, oh no, I know this person. I didn't know they didn't like me.
Right.
And he was just like, yeah, he said that like the last couple of times he talked to you, you were kind of an asshole. I'm like, was I drunk? And he was like, probably. I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so that's when
Tyrone, man.
You're right. So that's when it becomes.
Get too much Hennessy.
Tupac! But that's when it becomes the thing. White man knocked down Tupac all over again. But that's when it becomes the thing where it's like, all right, so that only bothered me simply because, all right, if I was wasted, yeah, I was an asshole. So that's not me. Now, do you not like me? That's fine. I don't fucking care. But that's not who I am. So, like, if I ever run into you in person,
Right.
if you could tell me, like, I did something, sure. Like, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, that probably wasn't right on my end. But if at the end of the day, you just go, you know what, Scott, you're just not my cup of tea, cool.
Right.
It's not my responsibility how you interpret me.
If you randomly decide, side note, to come up to Scott in the middle of fucking, I don't know, Walmart and be like,
Why
yo,
you bringing
man,
that shit up?
yo, man, what's up? Hey, Mrs. Scott, hey, and dap him off, and then please remind him where you might know him from. Because then we walk away, and I'm like, who is that? And he's like, I don't know. And I would
do that shit all
probably
the time.
say, he says, I don't know, probably 9 out of the 10 times that anyone comes up to us. So, like, if you do ever come up to us,
Just always ask.
just be like,
Do you remember me?
hey, it's so-and-so from blah, blah, blah. Then that would help out a lot. Appreciate y'all. That's all.
That's why, like, my trick for the longest time was always, hey. Somebody would come up to me, Scott, what's up? And I'd be like, hey, this is my girlfriend, Nicole. And they'd be like, hey, Nicole, I'm Dylan. And I'd be like, Dylan. Dylan.
Nah, see, my thing was I asked him their name. Like, you don't remember me? No, I mean, your whole name.
Nah, because, that I have a whole, like, nothing ever, I can't, it's funny. I don't remember the guy's name. But it was great because he came up to me one day while we were at Republic, drunk. And this motherfucker came up to me and went, what's up, Scott? Like, mad chill. What's up, Scott? And I was like, hey.
You know a nigga line from right there.
And this motherfucker looked me dead in my face. He was looking at the stage. He just randomly, like, did a little eye thing where he went like, you don't remember who I am, do you? And I was like, Nah, I have no idea. I'm like, nothing coming up here. And he goes, I'm so-and-so. I'm so-and-so's friend. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. He's like, yeah, the last 3 times I met you, you were drunk. He's like, so I figured you didn't remember me. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Why can't that be normalized, too?
You know, people do that shit to me and be like, yeah, you remember the Tunnel Club? I was, no.
Hell no.
You know how wasted I was in that motherfucker every day?
First of all, we didn't go to Tunnel Club until like 12 o'clock. I was drunk before I got there. Yeah, we probably partied and fucking got lit, but
I don't remember you.
it's one night stand. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You probably cool as shit. I just don't remember.
Smash and dash. Baby. What we got next, Chief?
What we got, baby?
You told
Give
me
it
not
to
allowed
us,
talk about
Nikki
it,
P.
Talking about what?
Give it to us, Nikki P.
Go ahead.
Give it to us, Nikki P.
Because you got 2 people opposed.
Give it to us, Nikki P.
I mean, yeah,
Give it
but
to
no,
us.
I'm more so
Give it
just
to us,
asking.
Nikki.
Go for
if
it.
they-
Ask the
if-
question.
If it's equivalent. So obviously y'all aren't vaxxed. That's fine. That's
Don't tell my business.
What if I be trying to sneak in somewhere?
Anyway, so someone asked if there was places that doesn't.
Sound hype while you're talking about it.
If someone doesn't sound like that, they're not vaxxed. They want to be able to go places. Like, what is there places people recommend that don't check, basically? And a lot of the comments were like, "Oh, just fake that shit. Go get tested once, and then you can change the date, or just buy
Photoshop that shit.
Photoshopped whatever, blah blah blah." I
Being
happened
Nikki.
to share some information that technically it's a federal crime, and you can face like 5 years
Yeah,
for doing that.
absolutely.
Their response was, if I had a fake fucking ID back in high school that I never got in trouble for, it's the same thing as having a fake COVID card.
I mean, it is, but you can still get in trouble for having a fake ID. Like, if a cop were to pull you over and you had that fake ID, you would get charged.
Exactly.
With
but
identity
since they
theft.
were never
And that's a
charged, they
federal
see it
charge.
as the same thing as just changing
Exactly.
dates.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I would too. I mean, being that person, you know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
what?
being a person, all right, say if I've had an ID since the age of 14 that said I was 21, never got caught with it, it always passed for me, I would have no problem with forging other documents to make my life easier.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is it okay?
no, it's not okay. Still a federal crime.
My thought process was faking an ID so I can go. What was it McLovin said? What do you have a fake ID for? No, Carlton.
To vote.
No, yeah, who was that?
Who? Someone had it to vote.
Oh,
Shit.
Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. The young dude. He was like, "Oh, what do you have a fake ID for? So I can vote."
Yes, he did.
His favorite movie. He's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Anyway,
You remember all the shit nobody else remembers.
that's fair. Okay.
I remember now since you said it.
So the question was, is having a fake ID or having a fake Vax card as dangerous as having a fake ID? Because on the one hand, you like, all right, so somebody underage obviously goes into a bar with a fake ID. They can potentially get drunk, go home, and kill somebody, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. But places, to me, which is also dangerous. Like, don't get me wrong. But places that check vaccine cards, in my mind, are trying to keep the fucking sickness out. Mm-hmm. And you're presenting something that says, I do not have the sickness. Mm-hmm.
But.
Because they're talking about fake, not even vaccine cards. They're talking about negative COVID tests.
Right.
Forging notes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So it's like, you're saying, I don't have this sickness that could potentially infect the entire bar. And you're faking your way in with that.
One affects other people, the other one doesn't. Well, potentially can affect them.
Potentially, yeah.
Right.
So y'all's thoughts?
Because I think at this point we know that even vaxxed or unvaxxed, you're still spreading it the same, but
you could potentially
spread it the same. I think at this point we know that. But the difference between the vaxxed and the unvaxxed is that the vaxxed are probably going to have a much easier time going through it. Not saying that the unvaxxed won't, but they're just more likely to end up in the hospital dealing with like the harder parts of COVID.
Whatever the case might be. I just thought about it because I've used fake IDs to get in places before when I was young. Whatever.
Right.
But I also feel like faking
your
because you're
medical...
faking your medical records to basically say like, because I mean, now granted, maybe the people that she's talking about don't have a cough. They haven't been stuffy.
Yeah, but you can be
asymptomatic. Whatever the case may be. But it's still just the fact that like you might have, so now I have a cough and I want to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. So I go change the fucking date on my negative COVID test, print it out, bring it with me. And it's like, oh, it's just a cough.
Right.
Now the whole fucking place is infected.
Right.
And then they go home and they spread it to the grandparents, and the grandparents end up dying. They spread it to their young child, and their young child ends up dying. Or they spread it to the person who couldn't get vaxxed because they had some sort of medical whatever, and they couldn't get vaxxed, and now they're dead.
But at the same time, you got to think about it like those people are. I'm not saying it's okay either way, but those people aren't thinking about that.
Yeah.
No, right.
They're very selfish people.
Yeah, that's all that is. It's selfishness.
So not okay.
Doesn't make it okay.
Consensus, not
Right.
okay.
Yeah. Even though I'm not going to get vaccinated, but I'm still going to take the time. Like if I have to go get a COVID test, I got to go get a test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And if it comes back negative?
It's negative. If it comes back positive, I'll stay my ass home. Somebody give me my fucking ticket money back.
So Tiger King got 21 years in prison, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Thank you.
Who's this man?
That's fucked up. You want to know what's fucked up? I'll tell you what's fucked up.
He should have killed that bitch.
How fucked up is too fucked up.
This man went from thinking he was about to get out of jail
Twice.
Oh my God.
Twice.
to getting
They had a
21
limo outside.
Twice.
to getting 21 fucking
Nah,
years.
the first time they just told him no, he wasn't getting out. The second time he got 21 years.
That's so trash. Whatever reason he got locked up.
Now they got to be a
a
Tiger King season 3 because we got to figure out the fucking reason why.
I want to see how he's
Different
doing in
show.
prison.
We haven't seen the season 2 yet.
Nah, season 2 was pretty much the same thing. Like that's why when Joe said different show just now, that was pretty much what happened.
Nah, he said like
It was basically
13
just
reasons why some shit.
Nah, it was just basically talking about this nigga.
No, when he was like reasons why. I was like different show. Still didn't watch that one either.
That's our problem,
Give
is
me
that
some
we keep trying to watch these shows like Ozark. The new season came out, but the problem is that Scott keeps fucking watching Bar Rescue. Ozark. What?
It's so fucking
Scott
good.
keeps watching Bar Rescue.
Yeah, instead of watching, like, we literally have like 2 episodes left of Ozark.
It's so fucking good, man.
Bar Rescue. And it's just like, please, can we just finish Ozark so that nothing gets ruined on social fucking media?
He loves seeing your
about
boy
it?
lose his shit. That's what you do too.
Him walking in with like his nose in the air. He always walks in like.
And then every time he goes to tell you something serious, he drops his chin to his chest, and he's just like, "You're losing $750,000 a month."
It's just 2 more episodes of Ozark, though. You got to watch it. They're fucking. It's fucking dope.
No, I'm gonna finish it because
And then we're doing the 100,
I do
right?
love Ozark. No, we're gonna do Power
Oh my fucking.
There you go.
Oh god.
You got to do Power Book 2 and Book 3.
and 4. That's coming out soon.
Yeah, that's Tommy.
Tommy,
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
you goddamn right it is.
Would you rather him do that over the finally watching the 100?
No.
Honestly, because
shut
he's already a committed Power fan, I would rather see him knock that out
God
first.
damn you.
Because it's literally 10 episodes a season.
You're helping him procrastinate.
But you got to think of how much TV you're gonna miss watching the 100, especially if he ends up liking
the
it.
new season of Power is coming out soon.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, also, this is coming from a person that hasn't seen Power.
Yeah,
I've
right.
seen like 2 episodes.
Right.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
You didn't like Power?
Me?
Yeah.
I like the new shows better than I like
watching
the original.
him as a person.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
like
the
what?
Book of Canaan is fucking dope, and the new one with Tyreek, as much as we hated that little nigga in Power,
I love Tyreek.
you're gonna love him even more then, because the Power Book 2, you like, yeah, dude, you getting your stride. I like this.
And then whatever you feel about the 100 versus Power, tell me you didn't love Tommy.
She didn't.
I did not love Tommy.
You didn't love Tommy?
She's not a fan of hood white boys. Look at you. She's trying to get you together
First of
slowly
all-
but surely.
First of all, first of all,
That's why she thought you looked so gross in that wife beater.
may I,
Damn.
if I may, you ready? She don't like hood white boys? How you feel about this? Boom.
You can't even do it. Your fingers don't cross. Oh my lord.
Boom.
How you feel about that? How you feel
Go
about that?
cross your legs, babe, and then come back.
Shut
and
up.
Talk to me.
You know I can't sit Indian style, and you know I'm sensitive about it. So you would say finish Power before starting the 100?
Absolutely,
It
just
would
because
be
it's shorter.
quicker.
Yeah,
Okay.
just because it's shorter.
Just because it. See?
Right.
He don't mean that.
Like, there's going to come a point in time in the next coming months where there's nothing new on TV.
And then I can watch the 100.
100, exactly.
And I'm going to hate it, and then we can go from there.
No.
If
but
you
all right.
hate it, there's something wrong with
If
you.
you
And
love-
then I question everything.
If you can't get past the first 3 episodes, then I'll say you're not a fan of the show.
Time out.
I couldn't
Time
get
out.
through the first one.
Time out.
the
You
thing-
That's why I
rewatched
said
Lost.
the first 3.
First 3, I'll give you that.
You rewatched Lost. If you can rewatch Lost, you will like 100.
Only a little bit of
100.
Lost. I stopped watching Lost with her when it started getting stupid.
The fact,
season 4.
the fact you had the
100
thought
doesn't
in
get
your mind to go rewatch it.
Because it was a
Facts.
great fucking show.
No, it
Until
was
season
not.
4.
What?
Until season 4. It was a great show until season 4. That's when everything
It's
just
like
went.
Game of Thrones. It was a great fucking show until season 6.
But season 1 of the
7.
100 is vastly different from the last season. Like, there's so much shit that happened.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. I love good TV.
Yeah.
I just watched
Clearly
the
not.
first season. I just,
I love Bar Rescue.
dude, I love Bar Rescue. Do you want to know how to make a mint julep, or do you not know how to make a mint julep?
You like angry white guys.
I'm going to go home and watch Bar Rescue.
I literally looked it up because I hadn't heard about it. I mean, I never actually got to see it. The name of the video on YouTube was Tommy from Power walking out to Many Men by 50 Cent dash best moment in TV history. I was like, whoa.
Wrong. Hey, how you did it? Wrong. If you say that, you never watch Vikings.
Facts. Nigga.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Netflix is releasing a fucking follow-up to Vikings.
Let's go.
It takes place 100 years later.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
All right, so before we go any further,
No, you gotta fucking dwell
Straight
in that.
up.
The sons of Ragnar are not gonna die today.
We haven't seen the Vikings. We don't know.
That's
Hype
another
shit.
one
Is that
you
the one with
definitely
the
gotta
gay
watch.
What?
he's gay?
No, he's bi.
He's bi.
He'll
Okay.
fuck anything that walks, and it's
Okay,
got a hole.
okay.
Who?
It's like Deadpool.
Ragnar.
It's like Deadpool.
We seen it, nigga. Don't act like you ain't see that
He was
episode.
gay.
They was flipping niggas and bitches. Him and his wife. You know they was get down with the get down. It didn't matter. Remember when they called the priest into the bed with him? You remember that shit? You remember that shit? That priest was turned out. He was like, what?
So, Joe, with the shows
Y'all want
that
me
you
to
watch,
do
with
who?
the shows that you watch, Joe, would you still put The Wire up there with one of your best?
Yes.
No.
I would.
No,
It's top 10, but
not top
I
five.
would say top 5.
I wouldn't say top 5.
Oh, 5. Personally.
Really?
Why?
What would you say top 5? He watched shit like Blue Mountain State, so this about to be whack.
This better not be that. You put Blue Mountain State above the Wild and punching you and shit.
No, but I wouldn't do that. But I do go back and rewatch that shit because it's fucking it's fucking hilarious. And no order.
Go ahead.
Sons of Anarchy.
Go.
See, that's not even in my top 5. Just
Damn.
Just throwing that out there. Like, I really like the show. I really liked it, but it's just not my top
Go ahead,
5.
Joe.
Top 10.
Go ahead, Joe.
Not top 5.
I got you. Sons of Anarchy, Vikings. Trying to think, man. You put me on the spot. You know what I mean?
I don't think I'd be able to name 5.
What I was like, well, I got
think
my
I
top
can.
5 of all time.
I think I can.
I got my top 5 of all time. Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, Game of Thrones, The Sopranos, and The Wire.
And see, I was gonna say Game of Thrones, but last season
they
fucked
It's
me
not,
up, bro.
it's not the ending, it's the journey.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I get that. So I put Game of Thrones.
Same
up
thing
there.
with The Sopranos. It's not the ending, it's the journey.
Yeah. Because
All right.
The Sopranos was the wackest endings of all endings, but it's still a great fucking series.
I respect that.
My 5? My 5 is
He
Sons
just
of
said it all,
Anarchy,
yeah.
Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, and The Wire.
How is Breaking Bad up there? It's
I'm
so
gonna have to
underrated.
go.
Dude.
I'm gonna have to go, just because I guarantee you niggas overlook it all the time. Arrow.
Okay.
That's like
I never finished it. But
One
the
of my
little bit that I did watch, incredible.
it introduced so many other shows. That's why I got to give it to that one, because all of those shows are in my favorites.
He was supposed to be a fan expo.
Yeah, he was. Yes, he was.
had
I was
to
upset
cancel.
he had to cancel.
Yeah.
Yes, because I was going to get that autograph. That would have been the $75 I paid him. But Arrow, no specific order. Arrow, The Wire, Oz. Fucking love Oz. I can still go back and watch that shit.
Oz, if Oz is not my top 5, it's number 6.
I can give you that. I can give you that. True Blood. Fucking love True Blood. That
I
started.
never got to finish it, so I can't
Got
put
to.
it up there
You
yet.
got to. You
Yeah.
got to. That's one of the ones you should
We can
definitely
go back,
back.
and watch that because I've never
True
seen
Blood?
it. Yeah.
Really?
You watch True Blood?
I've never seen True Blood.
She loved True
Bon-ton?
Blood more than
Yeah.
you.
I've seen that scene where he slams the hamburger.
Oh yeah, that's
Lafayette?
Yeah.
I think every server has
Seen that shit.
What?
Yeah.
That motherfucker said, everything on your plate. Wait, what was it? He was like, I heard you ordered the burger with AIDS. And all his friends start giggling and shit. And he was like, I ain't ordered no AIDS burger. He goes, oh, man, that's the worst part. He's like, N-word's been cooking your food, milking your cows, and doing everything. Everything on your goddamn table got AIDS. Do anybody got a problem with that? And that motherfucker said, yeah, me. Because I ain't ordered no AIDS burger. He said, oh, baby, next time all you got to do is just order it without the AIDS. Not eat it. Poof. And then
Shoved in his face.
fucks all of them at the table up. And that motherfucker said, next time you come in my house, you going to eat the food the way I fucking make it.
Holy,
Yeah, Lafayette was.
I love that person.
Was
whoever
the
that is.
coldest gay nigga in the world.
Yeah.
Coldest
I
gay
would-
nigga in the world.
I've been
That's True
wanting
Blood?
to watch.
Yeah,
That's
True
True
Blood.
Blood. First season.
You can watch the show strictly for Lafayette.
Okay, bet.
Absolutely.
Some girl his sister got mad at him, or his cousin.
His
Who was
cousin.
Tara?
Cousin.
His cousin?
Yep.
Tara walks in and just starts throwing shit at him because he did something fucked up. He like starts ducking and dodging. He picks up a baseball bat, bats one of the things away. He goes, come on, hooker. I've been all state since high school. He the coldest gay dude in any TV show ever.
But what I said,
The Wire.
Arrow.
Ice, Arrow.
Live Wire.
The Wire.
Live Wire. That's a brand of wire we sell. The Wire.
My fellow Americans.
The Wire, Oz, True Blood, and the last one. I watch a lot of fucking shit.
I know. That's why I'm surprised.
Right.
The last time we had
Yeah.
this discussion, you wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean,
There's a lot on Netflix too.
yeah.
I feel
Netflix.
like Ozark's in my
I
top
got
10
it. Just
now.
because you said Netflix. Peaky Blinders.
Ooh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Bruh,
a good
I
one,
got
dog.
That's
Bruh,
another one.
Shelby,
Dog, I've never had a show pull me in so quickly, dog. It was literally the first episode, and I was like, I gotta
weird
watch
about
the rest.
westerns. I'm weird about westerns, but Shelby as a character,
Yep.
Bruh.
I'm drawn to.
Bruh. So okay, I put Peaky Blinders. What's the other one? Warriors.
Wire, yeah.
Warriors.
Oh yeah. Warriors was fucking
Warriors.
hard. That's a new one that we picked up on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Warriors. What I said, Sons of Anarchy, Game of Thrones, and the last one, and Vikings.
Okay, go ahead, babe.
I could fuck with that.
Okay, so no particular order, but it also sucks because there's a lot on Netflix that I
Of
binged
course.
the fuck out of,
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
in 2020 that I have loved as shows, but I just honestly can't rename.
And some I know for sure, just because I liked them, they might not get a second season.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to put them in there.
Like, there's a season I finished in like a day because I just sat there and fucking got wrapped up in the shit.
Before you say yours, did you say you don't understand how Breaking Bad can make my top 5?
To me, it's overrated. That's just it.
Did you watch it?
Personally,
The whole thing?
Same.
Yes. Beginning to end.
I feel that way too. I feel like
Overrated?
Breaking Bad is very overrated.
Sorry, Nikki, but yes.
One of my favorite things about TV shows, no matter what it is, one of the best ways that you can catch me to watch a TV show is on episode 1 and episode 60. Who you saw now is not who you see at the end. Episode 1, he was a fucking high school teacher that taught chemistry that was too much of a pussy to tell somebody something if they punched him in the face. And then by episode 60, he's dying after having murdered an entire fucking compound full of Nazi drug dealers.
I liked it. I'm not saying I did.
I'm not saying the show wasn't good.
I
Like
liked
you
it.
said, it was
Not top 5.
very overrated as far as the
And I love
standard that everyone else holds it as, because
Fair.
you're not the only person that feels like that.
But I also love Better Call Saul, the spinoff. I love it. I'm
see,
waiting on the
and-
final season.
And I feel like everybody
hate
loves that
Saul.
show too, but I
I don't hear enough about it.
I've never watched an episode of it. I've watched maybe a full episode. I've watched maybe a couple minutes of like the first 2.
That's the one you
And
gotta
I was
watch.
like,
Watch the first season. If you don't like it, it's not for you.
Right.
You gotta finish the first season, and that'll tell you if it's for you or not.
Right. But the Breaking Bad, it was hard for me to like stay consistent. Like when everybody was watching it week by week, I had caught up. I was to the
I had
point
to
to
binge
where
it.
I was to the point to where the only way I could watch it is by binging it. So I just stopped watching it, and then once it was done, I was like, all right, let me finish watching it. Finished it,
Did
and
you
I
watch
was
El
like,
Camino?
it was great. Yeah, El Camino was fucking dope.
I loved it.
But I wouldn't hold it to the standard that everyone else does.
Go ahead, Nikki.
Nookie? Who's Nookie? Boy.
Mindhunter.
No.
Who? Juice?
Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
Oh, you wrote your shit down so you remember
She
it?
wrote her shit down and then realized, ooh, I fucked up.
Oh, fuck, I fucked up.
No, go ahead. Read your list.
Smallville?
Shut up. Shut up.
Smallville's
Because
really good.
It's a really good series, and I rewatched that shit like twice.
No. I'm not judging. I'm just saying top 5.
It's hard for me to pick
I've only
ABC
rewatched
shows.
it once,
So-
but it was really good the one
It's
time
a
I
really
rewatched
good
it.
show.
Yeah.
And
You should put
I-
Gotham on there, too.
Gotham's fucking
That's
good.
the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's really hard.
Because
to,
I know the show ends when
to-
he becomes Superman, and
Yeah,
you didn't
it's-
like Gotham because it ends when
When
he
he
becomes
becomes
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. You know, the point is that you know.
Yeah,
you can't
Superman
always get
was
what you
the
want.
blur.
Anyway,
The red blue blur.
I would say Game of Thrones, but last season I'll accept the last season.
We get
but
it. It's the
wasn't.
journey. It's
Yeah.
not the
Yeah,
ending.
yeah.
Breaking Bad, because I really did love that show. The Wire, and I only say that because Scott made me watch that shit, and then it took like that first season. I fought it for like 3 years, and I finally gave in and watched it, and then I was hooked and watching shit without him. Being
And
the
now your
reason The
nickname is
Wire-
Omar.
The
Correct.
reason the reason the Wire has to go in people's top 5 if they've seen it is because that is the only show I've ever watched that does not have cliffhangers,
At all.
yeah,
At all.
and you still want to watch next week.
Yep.
yeah.
They don't force you like Lost.
They give you what you want in the episode, and you still want to see the next episode.
Yes,
True that.
Okay, anyway, back to me.
Respectfully.
Smallville, because. And
Go ahead, say it to Dad, the one that complimented you
no,
at
not
Comic Con
the
and you
dad.
cried.
Him himself as
The Superman guy?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm watching Lucifer right now, and he's like the what is it? What is he? The main lieutenant?
Wait, which one?
Detective.
He's not the detective.
I know, but it's still funny.
He is whatever. He's
Anyway.
like the guy in charge of them. But he's a lot more swole now, and he's got like a little dad bod going on.
He's
and
the
it's just,
captain.
Captain.
What?
Yes.
Boom.
Thank you. And Grey's Anatomy, because I went through that during 2020. And yeah.
Boy, you gay boy.
Man, I get respect. Grey's
It's a-
Anatomy go hard, son.
And then I started watching Private Practice. Finished that.
That's
I-
a spinoff
That's a
of
Yeah.
spinoff
Grey's.
with Derek Shepard's wife, well, ex-wife.
McDreamy.
There's a
McDreamy's,
firefighter show that's a spinoff.
Started
as well,
watching that too. You know,
That one always creeps up on my Hulu. Like, hey, you should watch this. I'm like, nigga, I just finished.
Golden Girls.
I just finished 3 episodes of The Masked Singer. What makes you think I want to watch this shit?
and that's what's crazy. I was always like anti Grey's Anatomy. I was like, oh, I'm not watching that shit. This shit's stupid. Blah blah blah. 2020 hit. I ran out of things to watch. Started watching it and got fucking hooked. And then I
Right.
cried and sobbed when Derek died. And I felt all the emotions that I made fun of for the past so many years.
O'Malley, huh? What's up?
Oh my god.
Oh,
that
what's
was...
up? Yeah.
But I
Oh
knew
my
he died,
God.
and it was just.
And we ain't got to get into it.
That's the shitty thing.
I mean, you can say what you want to, Sky. I ain't fucking gay. Fuck you.
yeah.
So what else we got, guys? Because we are at 2
Yeah, that's
hours
it.
and
About it.
15 minutes.
Can we talk about Chloe's hands?
All right, she looks like
Goddamn
the,
chicken bones.
She looks like the thing that'll grab you when you step out of bed in the
Them
morning.
bitches look like this.
My thing is like it's okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. There you go.
If you have man hands, that's all fine and dandy. But like, why? Why are you gonna put that much makeup and toner on your face
And
not your fucking
your
hands.
hands?
Wait.
Like, why not match everything? Like the drapes match the carpet.
Is that a thing? Like, do bitches put makeup on their hands?
I mean,
If you got spray tan as she is,
yeah. If you have spray tan, most of the time your whole rest of your body will match.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the face was just makeup.
Well,
And-
clearly it was because her hands were fucking
White.
like.
I bet
like
she'll never
Night
do that
King
shit
white.
again.
Oh my
That
god!
whole
And they ain't scrawny as shit now
Yeah.
because of all the weight she done lost, so it look weird.
Bro,
It looks
they
very
are
weird.
torturing her on the internet right now. Torturing
she
her.
deserves it.
Bruh.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. As always, thank you for your support. And if you enjoyed the show,
Oh.
please rate and review on iTunes and Spotify. Please keep in mind that you can now rate us on Spotify, and that actually very much helps if
It
you give
does.
us a 5-star rating. So please rate and review on iTunes and Spotify.
He said rate with the T.
Yeah, rate with a T
No
or
more no
wherever you're
cancel
listening
culture.
right now. If you can rate us on there too, rate us on there too. Mr. TRTL.
Yeah, you can find me.
In St. Louis, rolling on the...
Nope, on Instagram at TRTL__, as well as TikTok. Twitter at 2rare2lose. Use your twos correctly,
shit
proper
do look
English.
like-
And
That
all
shit
the
do look
social
like some
media,
nice
TRTL.
scotch.
You good, bro? It's like memorizing.
Felt like I was
Miss
get
Nikki
out.
P. Miss Nikki P.
Damn, you just skipped Joe?
Yes.
Okay.
You know he likes to switch it up sometimes, confuse everybody. It's fine.
Go ahead.
Instagram is NIKKI_NP.
Hey, and now one time, we're going to hit it for him one time, Mr. Average Joe, for staying with us into the fucking 49ers game. He said he was going to leave us early, but we're going to give it to him one
And we
time.
heard his voice. He talked.
He
I
actually
almost
talked
forgot what
today.
it sounded
I'm
like.
still here though. I'm on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
If you ever forget what Joe's voice sounds like, just go watch The Degenerates. You know, he talks on that show.
Wow.
and they wonder why I go do the other podcast. You know what I'm saying? Mistreatment.
You eat my Oreos.
Yeah, and you give me shit about that.
Go ahead,
Look,
Mr. Average Joe.
man, it's your boy. You see me, gentlemen. All right.
How's the Niners doing right
It's 0-0.
now? Oh, okay.
Second quarter.
So they're still losing.
Woo! Boo that man. Fucking
button is it?
LE_average_JOBE on Instagram. On Twitter is JoeVid19. I think that's it.
Okay. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to us at The Hangover Podcast and on Twitter at _Hangover Pod. When we were young, sold out, but it looks like it might be a scam. Auto thefts in the East need to cut it the fuck out. Mountain Dew's alcoholic Baja Blast sounds incredible.
What?
Fuck. Tell Kanye calm the fuck down. Thank y'all for having a drink with us. This is The Hangover Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Bang, bang, not a gang.